St. Kitts and Nevis Patriots won the toss in the fourth match of the 2025 CPL and have asked the TKR to take first strike. And after 6.3 overs, they are 80 without loss, with Monroe on 51 from 23 deliveries and Alex Hayes on 26 from 16 deliveries. The St. Kitts and Nevis Patriot bowlers have no answer to the onslaught of the TKR batsmen. Hello everyone and welcome to the #1 cricket channel in the Caribbean. I thank you for being here. I appreciate your company and I look forward to another entertaining watch along as we covered the fourth match of CPL 2025. It's St. Kitts and Nevis Patriots versus the Trinbago Knight Riders. Naseem over the wicket, bowls to Monroe, slow delivery, hit it high in the air and it gone for 6. 106 shot, 86 without loss. It was a 106 shot. Yo, it was a slow delivery and he just hit it away over the air. Bam, took the left hand off the bat because Monroe is a left-hander. And so Colin Monroe opening the innings here with Alex Hayes. I thought I saw, just double checking something here to make sure that I have that right, because yes, Colin Monroe and Alex Hayes have opened the innings. I thought I saw somewhere where Narine was opening the innings, but that's not the case at all. So welcome everyone to this epic match between TKR and St. Kitts and Nevis Patriots, and I expect to see a lot of my Trinidadian friends today here. The thing about it today, you know, in life you have to give up some things for some things, and I hope the images are coming through clearly. I don't know, there may be a little glitch because it's all about to have the scoreboard. There may be a little glitch and we will not be able to do any poll today, but I hope that having the scoreboard on the screen will you know, take care of the disappointment of not having any poll. And if there's a little glitch, please understand. I could remove the scoreboard if you prefer for it and do the poll, but you will tell me in the chat which one you prefer, whether you prefer the scoreboard or the little glitch that you may be getting in the stream. So 87 without loss at the end of over number 7. 87 without loss. Thank you for being here. I really appreciate it. And this is one of the epic match that we expect. No answer at all. They have absolutely no answer at this stage to the TKR batsmen. Everything they bowl disappear out of the park. And as you see there on the screen, on the scorecard, the run rate is 12.43. 12.43 after 7 overs. So they are really stepping on it. Nikimo Jacobs, Sheldon Smith. Oh, Sheldon Smith, welcome, man. Good to have you here. Very good to have you here. You know, the scorecard is a little ahead of the television screen, so but I hope you understand. I know that most of you who are watching the TV are also ahead of the YouTube stream. So Salam Akil, who destroyed the Antigua and Barbuda Falcons in that first match, is now going to come into the attack. He has a very long run up for a spinner, almost like a medium pacer, and Monroe worked that down to long on for 1. So the score will go up now to 88 without loss. 88 without loss. I know that you are seeing something else on the screen. I will tell you how that go. I'm waiting on it. So it's just a part of it. So 88 without loss. Maybe I should take down the scorecard. I don't know. I'm watching the Manchester. Oh, God, frame. Frame, you're not easy at all, little frame. Frame, you're not easy at all. Yes, Salam Akil comes in now, bowls to Ailes, and he hit it over deep mid-wicket for 6. Despite the jumping effort of Jasper Drakes, it went over his head for 6. So 6 more. Dominic Drakes should say. Dominic Drakes. it went over his head for 6. So frame frame is what? Yeah, that match starts 10:30. Oh, it just started. It just started. So Salamakil bowls to Ailes. Ailes off the back foot, steered it out into the covers, and they get a singer as the man comes off the boundary. That's Gooley, sends the return in 95 without loss after 7.3. 95 without loss after 7.3. St. Kitts and Nevis Patriots won the toss and did ask them to bat first. And so that's what they are doing. They are 95 without loss in over number 8. 7.3 overs have been bowled. Salamakil bowls a full delivery to the left-handed Colin Monroe, who played it to the left of the man on the long-on boundary. And he came in, send the returns in. Was he able to stop the singer? Yet, just to stop the 2 he did. It's 96 without loss after 7.4. 96 without loss after 7.4. I'm just trying to get up the Manchester United match here for myself. I'll come into the comments very shortly. Well, good to see that it is 0-0. And this one is it high in the air as it got the distance. I feel the second on that, but cannot take the Cats 6 more. 102 without loss. As Alex Ailes hit that one high in the air, and it just cleared the fielder at long off. So 6 more to the TKR total, and it brought up the 100. So this looks like a Bruno Fernandes free kick. You know, he's not going to score. This is too far out. You know, he played it short. Crack at goal, wide of the target. Salamakil bowled short outside the half stump, steered away down to backward point by Hales. He will move up to 40. Monroe is on 60. End of over number 9. Hales will keep the strike. The TKR asked to take first strike by the St. Kitts and Nevis Patriots. They are 103 without loss after 8 overs. 103. Good morning, Ayana. Welcome. I appreciate you being here. Keith Duffus is saying good evening. Okay, good evening. You are probably in Australia or so on, or Pakistan or so on. Good evening to you. I am great, man. I am great. I am here watching from the USA. So where in the USA is good evening now, Keith Duffus? Keith Duffus, where in the USA is it? Oh, I see, man. You have a long night last night. How many bourbon you drank last night? Oh, you probably have quite a few bourbons last night, Keith Duffus. Good to have you here. But the most happiest day for me is when West Indies beat Pakistan for the longest time, 34 years. Well deserved. Yes, many persons. Slap it there out by Drakes, you know. Drake should have taken that catch. Well deserved. It was high in the air. He was at long on. He got his techniques all wrong. Oh, my Lord. Although it was always going to be difficult because it's not one of those that comes down as a plane. It's one of those that it just dropped. You know, so it was just always dropping over the boundary. Gooley inside edge onto the pad, stifled appeal, 103 without loss. So it's 103 without loss. So Gooley bowling a very good over here. Good morning to all. Patrick Lambert. Looks like Trinbago enjoying a sweet bread for breakfast. Yes. Gooley plays that as Ailes, plays that one to extra cover. Again, there is no run. 103 without loss. Manchester United playing Arsenal in one of the epic match of this year football season. Ailes gave himself room, flat batted it back to Gooley. Again, there is no run. 103 without loss after 8.3. Okay. Well, Gooley, right arm off spinner, bowls to Ailes, and Ailes hit this high over long on for 6. That's more like it. He just slapped it away over long on for 6 as Christopher Taylor signals 6 runs. 109, 108 now, 109 without loss. 109 without loss. It's not a bad over though by Gooley. Not a bad over thus far. 4 deliveries and only conceded 6. This is the first day match of the CPL 2025 season. And long, lazy Older was on the long on boundary, but he could do anything about it. Wide outside, the half stump flat batted down to long off by Hales for one more. 47 years. Monroe on 60 comes into strike. 110 without loss after 8.5. Very few that delivery, said Sheldon Civic. This is the way West Indies must go about it. Good morning, Sherwin. Happy to you, man. Happy good morning to you too. So 0-0 is still the score between those two. Later, James, my good friend. How you doing? When last you speak to Andre? No, probably should have on Andre, you know. No, but we couldn't have on Andre this morning. I'll have to take off the scorecard because the scorecard is using up a lot of bandwidth. That hit hard down to long on by Monroe for 4. 114 without loss at the end of over number 9. Monroe is on 64. Alex Ailes is on 47. Later, James, good morning. Thank you, man. So we need to get you a few cameras. Your next interview is with WIC president. Well, do you think he will come here though, Leighton James? He's afraid, you know. He's afraid. Remember that he wasn't such a, at least Mal Bascom played for West Indies, you know, but Dr. Shallow wasn't such a good batsman in his time, you know. So he probably cannot bat on this wicket. So you think he will come? Well, I will really appreciate the cameras. Yes, man, we need some cameras, especially for live streaming of cricket. We'll definitely do with a camera or two for live streaming of cricket. You know. Oh, he's caught. Alex Sales on the back foot. Salam Akil got the breakthrough. He cuts it straight to the man at extra cover. 114 for 1. Salam Akil picking up the wicket of Alex Ailes, gone for 47 from 27 deliveries. He was on the back foot, rocking back, giving himself room. His weight was going backward and was not going through the ball. As a result, he slapped it to Gooley at cover, who juggled the catch, but then took it on the second attempt. There he was. Look at him, weight going back. You see there, it was not coming through the ball. It was after making contact with the ball, then you saw the weight going forward. And so Sherwin said, long, lazy, old. Isn't he long? Isn't he tall? Isn't he a tall guy? So they're going to take the drinks break. Isn't he tall? Isn't he lazy? Huh? You know? So that's a separate thing from whether you think he's the best captain or not. I don't have a problem if you think Older is the best captain. I do not have a problem with that. But he's long and he's lazy. Yeah. Jay, get out of here, man. Get out of here. Get out of here, Jay. Get out of here. Or to the Arsenal score. Arsenal score. Anybody will talk about the match. Me had put them on timeout today. Me not watch this anymore. No. Anybody will talk about this? I'm not watching them anymore. I'm putting them on timeout. So no one talk. As Manchester United score. What's this? I get confused here. Oh, it's United Arsenal score. Anybody else talk about the match? We have put them on timeout today. No, and I'm not watching any more of it. No one talk about the United match today. No one. Not here. Not here. Somewhere else. Because Jay come talk about Manchester United I get 3. Well, I get 3 what, man? This will be the first match of the season with a score of over 200 runs. It looks so, you know. Sherwin, I don't have a problem if you think that Jason Older is our best captain. I don't have a problem with that. For me, he's not. But I don't have a problem if you think so. That's your opinion. Can't fight a man for his opinion. I thought the Monroe Ailes duo would fail, but I'm eating some umber pie, said Envoy odd point. How you doing, Envoy? 0.5 odd point out of South Africa. A good friend. There's probably about 3 o'clock now in South Africa. Going up to 4 o'clock. Is it quarter to 4, quarter to 5 in South Africa? No, quarter to 4. I think it's in South Africa right now. So tomorrow, so this evening there'll be another match. Antigua Barbuda playing Darren Samitein, St. Kitts and Nevis Patriot. We'll not be doing a watch along for that one. This is the only watch along we are doing for the day. And I want to apologize to all of those who almost 6. Okay, thank you. Was looking forward to our review of the West Indies press conference. May I apologize. We will not be able to do it tomorrow morning either. Tomorrow is nomination day in Jamaica, and my agent called me earlier this morning and tell me that he has some work for me to do tomorrow. So we'll be out there tomorrow morning doing some work. Nicholas Pooran has walked to the crease. Salam Akil over the wicket, bowls to the left-handed Pooran, who covers up, plays it to long down back the inside of the pitch, and there is no run. You saw that shot, as I said. You saw the replay there. Alex Hale's weight was going back, and when he hit the ball, that's when the weight started coming through the ball. And on many occasions, you do not have the power or the placement when your weight is going back. Salam Akil bowls to Pooran, who comes on the front foot and ease it wide of long off for 1. He is off the mark. It's 115 for 1 after 9.3 overs. Almost 6 p.m. Okay. Mr. Brown, how do you feel about Hope as a captain? I think he is just awful. Reverse sweep comes out from Monroe over backward point for 6. Reverse sweeping over backward point for 6. I'm just going to look again if it was a reverse sweep or a switch hit. Nonetheless, it's 6 runs. It's 70 for 1. Looks like a reverse sweep. Yes, it was the reverse sweep. 70 for 1. So, now, sorry, Monroe moves up to 71, 21 for 1. I am sure the St. Kitts and Nevis Patriot fans would have loved that to be correct. But it's 121 for 1. Monroe is on 79.4 overs. Salam Akil's to Monroe. Monroe comes right across his stump, showing him mid. Monroe is taking a guard and half stump. So he's showing Salam Akil middle stump and leg stump. He's showing him middle stump and leg stump. And that's the difference in the reverse sweep between the West Indies batsmen and these other batsmen, you know. Monroe is closer to 40 than 30. When did he learn that shot? I think he learned it when he was 16 or 17, Don't you remember? Yes. As he played this down to long on for a single. 122 for 1 at the end of 10. Didn't Monroe learn that shot when he was about 16, 17, probably 19? Yeah, I think he learned that shot 20 years ago. That's why he can play it so well. Although he's very close to 80 years old. No, sorry. I hope Monroe people them don't hear me, That I'm saying that the man is very close to 80 years old. No, I said that he's closer to 40 than he is to 30. He probably even closer to 40 than he is to 35. So very interesting. But I think he learned that shot 20, 25 years ago. He learned that shot when he was a little boy in primary school or high school. Well, he can play it so well, but you see, because the West Indies batsmen never learned it from back then, they never learned it when they were youngsters. That's why they don't play it so well these days, They don't play it so well. When we are playing those shots, we don't get ourselves in the right position because we did not learn it when we were young. So that's the reason. So don't worry about it. These new set of batsmen that are coming up, hopefully they will learn it. Maybe that's why Alec Athanaze is probably our best exponent of it because he learned it when he was young. But our older batsmen, they never learned it when they were young. But persons like Monroe and Butler and Joe Root and Those guys, they learned it long time ago. I don't think that he's awful as a captain. 124 for 1 after 10.2. I don't think that he's awful as a captain. I think that he is more or less an autopilot and he's been guided. I think that, you know, I wouldn't say that he's awful as a captain. I want to put it at that. If I'm to rate Hope overall as a captain, I would give him between 5 and 6. I don't know whether it would be 5 or whether it would be 6 at this time. I would think about it some more. And rating someone at 5 or 6, even if I rate him at 5, it doesn't mean that he's awful. So in my opinion, he's not awful as a captain. George Nolan, how you doing? Let's watch this delivery from the left arm seamer Drakes. Over the wicket, balls to the left-handed Monroe, cracks it to the fielder on the edge of the circle. The score remains at 124 for 1 after 10.4. Drakes there just bowling at just about 129 kilometers per hour. Can anyone tell me why the West Indies Test team vice captain Warrican, not the TKR instead of Pooran, who gave up the West Indies captain? Over the wicket, comes in now, bowls to Monroe. Monroe is off the back foot. He cuts it down to backward point. Gooley is there, sweeping on the cover boundary for 125 for 1. The short answer to that, you know, George Nolan, the CPL is not owned by West Indies. The CPL is a private entity. And all the 6 teams are private entity, and the regional board, it has nothing to do with West Indies, except that what's the word, is authorization, but it's not authorization they use. Round over the wicket, balls to the left-handed Pooran, who steered it down to Gooley and the backward point boundary for a single. 126 for 1. What's the word? It's permission, authorization, but that's not the word. Sanction. It is sanctioned. Although the CPL is sanctioned by West Indies, Cricket West Indies, and given approval for it, that's the end of it. That's the end of it. West Indies have nothing to do. It's a private company. CPL is a private company. The teams are private teams, so they do what they want. So Captain Nicky P at the crease, fresh from LM Major League Cricket champion. Yes, I saw he was being a guest speaker at a function the other day in Trinidad, Sheldon, where he was talking to, I don't remember what's the graduate, were they graduates or were they starting a program or something, but he was the guest speaker. College Talk said that Shea Hope is below average. No problem. Good morning to you, Kervin Duncan. You said the match is over already. Full toss by Faruqi, drives to mid-off. They go through for a quick singer. The return comes in, missed the stump. Did they go for another one? No, the second and 1. 127 for 1. 127 for 1. So, yeah, so 127 for 1. But College Talk is saying that CPL only goal is to win. But isn't that the only goal of West Indies senior cricket team to College Talk? That's the only goal, you know. That should be the only goal. The only objective of the West Indies senior cricket teams is to win cricket matches at the international level. There can't be any other objective. That's the only objective of the West Indies senior cricket team. So Salam Akil, they're showing there the action of Salam Akil. 128 for 1 as Salam Akil comes in now. Over the wicket. Faruqi. Bowls to the left-handed Pooran, who plays it to mid-off, and there is no run. Looks like, well, TKR, you know that TKR is owned by the same entity that owns Calcutta Knight Riders, you know, and I guess they have some funds there that they spend. Right, so, and they have other teams. Here is Faruqi over the wicket, ball short, slower delivery to Pooran, pulled it away, down back with a square leg. That's field a misfield, but nonetheless, Samakil, it looks like that misfield, but he was backed up by Drakes coming off the backward square leg boundary. One more to the total. So one more to the total. So Faruqi mixing it up here, mixing it up a lot. The day is so hot, you know. It's another hot day in Kingston, Jamaica. Another very hot day, man. Faruqi over the wicket, bowls to Monroe, who ramped this over the keeper's head. It was a slower delivery down to the boundary for 4. Slower delivery, and he just ramped it over the keeper head down to the boundary for 4. Lovely shot there by Monroe. The score goes up to 133 for 1 after 11.5 overs. Some batsmen would have swung at that one, but he kept his eyes on it and just ramped it over the keeper head for 4. Good shot. So they are going along nicely here. Touch of the gloves by Monroe and Pooran. Faruqi. 133 for 1 after 11.5. He's over the wicket, bowls to Monroe, and Monroe hit this dead straight for 6. Right out of the screw, right back over the bowler head. The left-arm fast bowler from Afghanistan running, bowls to Monroe, and Monroe hit it dead straight for 6. He's on 84. It's 137 for 1. This looks like a 250 square, no, man. 139, sorry, 139. I was thinking that it was a 4 instead of a 6. So it's 139. Yeah, we know Sheldon, that's their all TNT player. So too is Narine. So too is Narine. So too is Joshua Da Silva. Joshua Da Silva is the wicket keeper. I should show you the playing 11. So Kervin Duncan, do you think we should move the scoreboard? All right, we can do that during the innings break. Okay. It's ahead of the commentary. I know it's ahead of the commentary. Joshua Da Silva is also in it. Pooran now cashing in on the act as he uses his feet, gets to the pitch of the delivery from Jason Older and hit it down towards the field on the cover boundary. They only got a single. Good morning, Afina. Welcome. Oh, so Sheldon, I hear you, Sheldon. So they are playing at a discounted price. The College Talk is asking, be specific exactly what you're talking about. College Talks, be specific. You have to be specific, you know. So College Talk is asking about to discuss the fall of cricket in Jamaica. What specific are you talking about? Because your perception and mine is different. You know? So tell me exactly where do you see that fall? Tell me exactly where you're talking about. Captains, I'm talking about. We don't need foreign captains. Okay. All right, cool. Yes. So this team, I should go to the TKR team. After 12.3 overs, it's 142 for 1. So yeah, they have Narine, Nicholas Pooran, Karen Pollard, Joshua Da Silva, Akil Hussain, Terence Hines, all Trinidadian. So round the wicket, Older bowls to Monroe, who hit it back to Older and he dropped the catch. So he hit it back to Older and he was unable to hold on to this one. Older unable to hold on to this one. So Narine, Pooran. Well, the only non-Trinidadian player in the TKR playing 11, apart from the overseas player, is Casey Carty. Round the wicket, bowls, Monroe hit this down to long on. They'll get another singer. It's 143 for 1 after 12.5 overs. So the only player, only non-Trinidadian player is Casey Carty. So they have 1, 2, 3, 4 overseas players. 4 overseas players. All the other players are West Indians, and they, as expected, they can play a fifth. 144 for 1 at the end of over number 13. So what they can do, they can play a fifth overseas player if they are playing someone from the breakout league that took place. Was it last year or earlier this year? Times just, you'll never, I think it's earlier this year. It was earlier this year. So the breakout league that took place earlier this year, if one of the franchises decide to play one of those players, they can add a fifth overseas player to their team. However, if none of those breakout players are playing, then they can only play 4 overseas players. Overseas players mean non-West Indies players. Casey Carty not considered an overseas player because he's from the West Indies. But Trinidad and Tobago, 6 members of their team is really from Trinidad. High in the air, it's gone a long way. The fielder second under it, but he can only watch it sail over his head. It's 150 for 1 now. Big shot by Pooran. That went a long way for 6 by Pooran. The long, long way that one went. Hit it long and far and hard. And the fielder can only watch it sail over his head. So this is a St. Kitts and Nevis Patriot team. Interesting. I'm going to ask a question. I'm going to see if I can stroke some controversy. Wide by Salam Akil, 151 for 1. So it's Andre Fletcher, Kyle Myers, Riley Rasu, Alec Atanes, Mikel Louis, Jason Older, Dominic Drakes, Jael Gouli, Nasim Shah, Fazal Farouki, Wakar Salam Akil. So Mikel Louis from St. Kitts, right? I think so. I think Mikel Louis is from St. Kitts. I stand corrected, but I think Mikel Louis is from St. Kitts. Salam Akil bowls to Pooran, and he hit this high in the air. As he got the distance, the fielder seconds under it. Pooran goes for 13 from 11 deliveries. Jason Lazy Older taking the catch. 151 for 2. 151 for 2. Pooran gone for 13 from 11 deliveries. So St. Kitts and Nevis Patriots striking again. So I have a lot of good friends in St. Kitts, you know, a lot of good friends. Yes, yes, man. The people of St. Kitts and Nevis loves me, man. They love me. So, and I love them in return, you know, no problem there. We oftentimes heard persons who really do not have the whole of the information, and because of sentimental reasons, they said that the nations need to go it alone. That's it, because it's pure sentimental, not realistic, just sentimentals. Now, this team is a St. Kitts and Nevis based franchise. but it only have one St. Kitts and Nevis player in it. I think Mikel Lewis from St. Kitts. One. So where would they find another 11 player to even beat Vanuatu? I'm just picking a ICC team name out of an ICC member. Vanuatu, or where would they? No, they can't beat Jersey. Jersey a big side. Where would they find a team from to beat Bolivia or Panama? You know? So, Karen Pollard is a new batsman. Look to turn that into the onside, take it on his pad, and there's no run. So. So a lot of comments pass me by, but that's how it goes. I hope you guys, I'm glad to see you guys enjoying yourself. Salam Akil bowls to Pollard, and Pollard turn it to mid-wicket. There's no run. The score remains at 151 for 2. 2 deliveries to go in this over. Merle left, yes, Kervin Duncan said, I see where you're going. Yeah, thank you. Yeah. And agree. Kervin Duncan agree with me. It's really Kervin Duncan agree with me. Can you believe that? It's 152 for 2. 152 for 2. 156 for 4 at the end of the over. 156 for 4 at the end of Salam Akil third over. 2 for 36. 2 for 36. So after 14 overs, it's 156 for 2. Good morning, Merle Elliott. Steered away down to the JMT Bother is saying that his brother Jeremiah is also in the team, Mr. Brown. Is either I cannot read. And I don't know the point that you're making, JMT Bother, because I think you're trying to make a point. I don't know what point you're trying to make to say so I will not even try to interpret the point you're trying to make, because I'm sure you're not trying to say that Jeremiah is also in the team to counter the substantive point that I'm making. I'm sure that's not what you're saying, because it just goes back again to what I'm talking about. It's pure sentimental and emotional, and so I'm sure the community would like to think that when you say Jeremiah is always in the team, you're not trying to. It's not a counter to the point that I make. I'm sure. I know you're more intelligent than that. But this one now that I'm either blind or the official team that was released was wrong. Because the playing 11, the team that I have on the screen there, is the playing 11. That's the playing 11 I have. That's the official release playing 11. Andre Fletcher, Kyle Miles, Riley Rossou, Alec Athanaze, Mikel Louis, Jason Older, Dominic Drakes, Jahid Gooley, Naseem Shah, Fazazval Faruqi, Waqar Salam Akil. I don't see a Jeremiah Louis in that team. So I don't know. Maybe I am blind, or the official team that was released, I have the wrong team. So let me check my sources. I'll check my sources. And let me double check the official team again to make sure that I am not wrong. The official release of the team. So this is a team. Well, maybe I can't read, but I do not see Jeremiah Louis in the team. Not at all. Both Louis brothers are in the team. That's what he's trying to say. But they're not in. Both of them are not in the team. The team is on the field there. Do you see Jeremiah Louis on the field? So I don't know. Probably I'm blind. I don't understand cricket. He's in the team but on the bench today. What sense that make? Thank you, Michael Douglas. Thank you. Thank you for explaining it to them. We have to understand words, man. Squads are different from team. The team is what on the field playing. Thank you very much, Michael. Thank you. Thank you, Sheldon. He's a squad member. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Sheldon. Thank you, Michael Louis. I hope that you are financially okay with all those friends from St. Kitts, because that is where the headquarters of the ECCB. ECCB? You're talking about the England and Wales Cricket Board. Eastern Caribbean. What is ECCB, Patrick Lambert? Thank you, Patrick Lambert. Patrick Lambert, please tell us. Drakes again, balls pulled away. Down to the man on the backward square leg boundary. 164 for 2 at the end of 15. 164 for 2 at the end of 15. How many you think Trinidad and Trinbago Knight Riders are going to make? 5 overs to go, 12 runs and over 60, 220. Can they get up to 230? This is going to be very interesting. He's on the roster. Yeah, well, that's another way for saying it. Yeah, he is on the roster. West Indies went to one Summer Olympics together when we were a single nation. 90. However, T&T may have to go alone this time. A West Indian hopeful better find a Trini woman. I don't exactly know what you're talking about, Leroy George. I don't know exactly what you're talking about. Yeah, both brothers are in the squad. True? Yes, that is true. Oh, the Eastern Caribbean Central Bank. Yeah, I have a lot of friends in St. Kitts. I need to contact them more. Maybe I would get steered away by Monroe, and there is no run. 164 for 2. 164 for 2. Colin Monroe is seconds in his crease. 15.1 overs. He comes in now, bowls to Monroe, and Monroe reverse dab this in pass. What a shot. Finally could have been it running out towards the boundary. Good stop there. They'll come back for 2. 166 now for 2. 166 for 2. Monroe is on 95. Pollard is on 7. Eastern. I think they curve in Duncan Central Bank is probably more appropriate. Eastern Caribbean Central Bank. Because what will be the B from? Salam Akil bowls to Monroe, too close to him as he looks to cut and bottom edge it to short third man. He moves up to 96. 167 for 2 now. 167 for 2. We are in over number 16. Because I think Eastern Caribbean currency, what will be the B for? So I think curving is more correct. You see, what happened to some persons, you say something and they just try to counter before they think about what you said. You know, and just end up, let me leave it. Let me leave it because let me leave that. George Nolan think 240. 240. All right, let's see. I wish I could do a poll, but I cannot do the poll today. Not today. There's too many graphics being used. Balls to Pollard. He gave himself room and slapped it straight to the man just at the edge of the circle at a deep mid-on or halfway to the boundary. Yes, please. Thank you, Terrence Strong. Please slash a like on the video. I really appreciate that. Pollard hit this one over long off for 6. He just came on his front foot and pressed it over long off. The current Pollard, he just pressed it over long off for 6. The score goes up now to 173 for 2. It's going to be interesting. Interesting. Sheldon said TNT squad for Olympic qualifying can beat a combined best of the rest. Sheldon, I don't have a problem with those. I don't have a problem with those bragging of Sheldon. But we can brag back on you. You know, get 6-2 from Jamaica the other day in our football match. How got that? Nobody should talk about the Arsenal score. Please keep it. I don't want to hear about it. 175 for 2 now at the end of over number 16. 175 for 2 at the end of over number 16. Okay, so it looks like for whatsoever reason, I'm now ahead of the scoreboard, which makes it better. I don't know how this technology thing works, but it's ahead of it now. Yeah. So half time in the match, Arsenal still have them 1-0 lead, but I don't want anyone to talk about it. Yes, Patrick Lambert, I figured Kervin Duncan helped me out with it. He said Eastern Caribbean, and I could finish the other Eastern Caribbean Central Bank. Yeah. Yes. Respect Terrence Strong. I'm great, man. I am doing great. I'm in good spirit. Very good spirit. You know, very, very good spirit. I'm telling you the truth. I'm in extremely good spirit, Terrence. I'm in extremely good spirit. Yesterday morning, man, I had a bout of gastroenteritis. Well, I would like to think so. I would. As comes in bowls to the left, and then Monroe steered it down to short. Third man for 1. It's now 176 for 2. So why this thing gone back ahead of me? And a while ago I was ahead of it. What's going on? 176 for 2. So yes, Patrick Lambert. Yeah, I have a lot of friends in St. Kitts, man. I have a lot of friends. They love me a lot. So hopefully, yes. So Leroy George, we appreciate you. We appreciate you very much. But those things would have gone through them, you know. But we appreciate you very much, Leroy George. And thank you for reminding us. We appreciate you. But those things we would have discussed. If you look on the home page, I think we have a video on the home page from 2022 talking about cricket going back to the Olympics in 2028. So, but we appreciate you reminding us about those things, Leroy George. But we cover those topics, man. We cover those topics, man. We are not number 1 for staying out of the loop, you know, Leroy George. We are number 1. We are number 1 because we check it. We're at the cutting edge, you know. Hit high in the air by Monroe. That's his 100. 100 for Monroe. 183 for 2. Colin Monroe bringing up his 100 in T20 cricket. What a shot by Colin Monroe. Hit that away. Welcome back to the TKR team, Colin Monroe. Oh, and he has a big delegation. That's one person delegation. That's his whole family. That's the whole of New Zealand there. Look at that delegation. Isn't it the whole of New Zealand? That's the entire New Zealand I'm seeing. Oh, he brought the entire New Zealand here. And he threw the bat away. He hit it for 6 and throw the bat away. and turn and celebrate the entire New Zealand. His delegation is bigger than, wow. I'm just kidding when I say it's bigger than New Zealand. That delegation that he has is about probably 8 or 10 persons. They pay him a lot of money. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I can count 7. Here, balls to Monroe down the leg side, turn it past Salamakil at short fine leg. He cannot field. He cannot field. We know that all the while. A long time ago, 4 more to Monroe. He goes up to 107 from 51 deliveries. 187 for 2 after 16.4. Thank you, Terence Strongman. Oh, you have a relaxing Sundays. Thank you for all the comments, the nice comments, man. We appreciate it, man, for all those nice comments. I'm happy. Good that you're relaxing, Terence. Good, Terence. Big up yourself. Big up yourself, Terence. Big up yourself, man. Slashed away by Monroe, down towards the cover boundary for 4 more. He's dealing in boundaries here. They can't bowl to him. Can they? No. It's just boundaries he's dealing in. Come on, lazy holder, you need to do something. So big up my friend Terence Strongman. Respect every time. But they just can't bowl to him. Wow, so Saturday morning about 2 o'clock. One delivery to come in over. 191 for 2. Naseem Shah to the left-handed Monroe, and probably he's just tired. He nailed the wide Yorker. I think that should have signaled a wide, but the umpire did not signal it. The umpire probably sorry for them. Is it Brathwaite? Or Brathwaite go off a mood, you know. Brathwaite gonna say, well, you can't win this again, so I'm not gonna give you a wide. Anyway, it's 191 for 2 after 17. Will they get the 49 from the 3 that someone said? Please remember, though, to hit that like button, please. So, I wake up, man, and Jano feel away. You know, feel away Saturday night. For about 2 hours, I just feel away, but eventually, do my thing and get rid of the gas. Yeah. Yeah, man, get rid of the gas. Get rid of the gas, then we just start feel more and more comfortable, and then with a series of homemade remedies and some, you know, sometimes when you'd have gotten some medication in the past and you don't complete the medication, but then you still have some leave, and so now you go back and you cipher through them and you do some your own diagnosis and research what is for what. You know, you say you turn a doctor in the morning there, and so I get some EZO4, something like that. I had some EZO4, which and I'm also so I took the EZO, clipped away down to fine leg for 4 by Pollard, and then I used some home remedy. Yeah, and by about 5 o'clock Jamaica time, I was sleeping like a baby and I was good. And I realized that I was not eating properly for the past 2 or 3 days. So the gas got to me. Daniel Carbin said the guy on Amazon Warriors is taking note of him. All right, that will be a big clash. You know, I think it's next week Saturday. I think next week Saturday is a big clash. I think. Vaspert Drakes 195 for 2, ball to Pollard again down the leg side. Oh, he's bowled him. He bowled him around his leg. Oh, he bowled him around his leg and turn away and walk away. 195 for 3. Oh, oh, wow. Dominic Drakes, very interesting. Ball Pollard around his leg. Look at this. And him just turn and walk away. Like he said, I apologize to you, boss Pollard. I should not have voted you. He apologized. Oh, Pollard intimidate those boys, eh? A big man intimidated by Pollard. Run him off of the field. Drakes turn and walk away after bowling Pollard, intimidated by Pollard, you know. We're running man off of the field. Imagine TK as Russell, Alican, and Darren on the bench. Team should be afraid, said Sheldon Smith. Yeah, it's a big team. It's a big team. It's a big team. No, Larry Perry. No, you know, I did not do any watch along last night because as you heard, I'm saying that Saturday morning in the 2 o'clock. So I woke up and I have a bout of gastroenteritis, and you know, by 5 o'clock I was okay, but I still spent the rest of the day to make sure I recover and everything. So I never really did any watch along last night, you know. And I did say I would not have done any unless there was sponsorship. And he's on his way. Pollard is on his way, said Sherwin. So Casey Carty is to the crease now. Is at the crease. Good morning, Sherma Ellis. Good morning to you. Respect. Respect. 199 for 3. So it's 199 for 3 as Casey Martin got off his mark with a boundary. Drakes was, you know, pitched up to him and should have taken the catch at mid-off. I think the fielder was going for the spectator catch instead of taking the catch at mid-off. And that's, I think that, to me, I think that's what happened. You know, because Carty drove it off the up. And I really think Gooley could have done better. Nonetheless, 4 runs. Oh, it's Drakes. Gooley should say. So what is... So somebody is giving Carty the hurry up. You know? Yeah, man. I don't mind giving batsmen the hurry up. And I just think that we should appeal more often so that they can be timed out. Batsmen, when they come there, they think that they have eternity. They are in their bedroom. So I don't mind somebody giving a hurry up. 200 for 3. So the 200 is up. 200 for 3. Drakes appear to be bowling very slow. Well, we can watch. I will pay attention to his next delivery. Barbados winning this season, said Kingman. TKR winning this, said Samuel. Yeah, no doubt. There's no way. There's no way St. Kitts and Nevis Patriots is getting even close to 200. Drakes bowls to Monroe in the air. Chance here. The fielder comes in. Oh, should have gone for the catch, shouldn't he? 201 for 3 after 17.5. It was a slow delivery from Drakes. He should have gone for the catch just now. Don't you think so? I believe so. So Monroe is on 112 from 54 deliveries, 12 fours and 6 sixes. And he threw away the bat. Oh, threw away the bat. And celebrate his entire family. Drakes, wide, no ball. That's a no ball. That's a no ball. He's signaling wide and it's a no ball. Let's watch that replay again. It should have been a no ball, but he signaled wide. I saw it at Savannah Park, you know. You remember that? Let's see it again. Clear no ball. It's a clear no ball. And he signaled wide. Clear no ball. Drakes bowls to the right-handed batsman whose Carty allows it to go through. So Brathwaite, as usual, is having a stinker. An absolute stinker he's having. 120.8 he's down to. He's up to 130K. Okay. Yes, take their sweet time. Yes, Darren Strong. They take their sweet time. True. Patrick Lambert is always a girl's man, you know. Drakes bowls to Carty, turned that away down to backward square leg, and they're coming back for 2. Good running. Very good running. Sloppy fielding. 205 for 3 at the end of 18. 205 for 3 at the end of 18. So there was there was I think, who was it that ball? West Indies was batting. West Indies was batting on the second T20 international. And I think it was Zampa bowling to Andre Russell, I think. And Zampa bowler wide. It was a second consecutive wide he was bowling. And the umpire did not signal a wide because the umpire was checking with the third umpire whether it was a no ball or a wide. And 90% of the persons at Savannah Park never realized, they were getting at the umpire because the umpire never called a wide. They never realized that the umpire was checking to see if it was a no ball instead of a wide. And 90% of the spectators were getting agitated. At least those around me, I was able to calm them down and tell them the rule that the umpire is checking if the ball pitch off the cut strip. Because once the ball pitch off the cut strip is a no ball. It's not a wide, it's a no ball, and a no ball is a free hit. So the umpire was checking the second wide because it was very wide and he was checking to see if it pitched off the cut strip. And 90% of the spectators at Savannah Park never understand. Never understand. And when the umpire eventually signaled wide, they celebrated. Celebrated, Yeah, the big cheer went up, but they should not be celebrating. Because we got the worst of the two possible results. Because if it was a no ball, it would have been a free hit. So they celebrated the calling of the wide because they thought that the umpire wasn't sure that it was a wide that he was checking for. Nobody was checking to see if there's a no ball. Yeah. But Brathwaite got that wrong just now. 213 for 3 after 18.2. It clearly pitched off the cut strip. It was another no ball. Brathwaite, as usual, getting stinkers. Monroe hit this in the air. Somebody should take the catch. Good innings come to an end. 120 made from 56 deliveries. Monroe gone 213 for 4. 213 for 4. Jason Older picking up the wicket after being hit for 2 fours after the first 2 deliveries in the over. Slow delivery, back off a length. Well, not slow delivery still now because it was 126, 125. And that is really Jason Older. So Monroe, Jason Older getting the wicket off Monroe. Sherman Lewis said, Monroe is beating bad bowling. Yes. Monroe has been a bad man from a long time ago, said Kervin Duncan. When do you think that he learned the... when do you think that he learned the reverse sweep? Kervin Duncan. I think don't you think that I think that he learned it probably about 20 years ago when he was a teenager or in his early teens. They switch it on the reverse sweep or so. Yes, he's out. Pitch off the cut strip before the pop increase. It's lands after the pop increase, then it's a wide, said JMT Border. You may be right there, Could double check it, but you may well be right. So Brathwaite may get it correct. Down the leg side, turn away for 4. Bad bowling by Lazy Older. He just bowl a full toss in the man pad and he turned it away for 4. Turn it away, came off the pad, goes into the fine leg boundary for 4. 217 for 4 now. 217 for 4 after 18.4 overs. I want to thank everyone that is tuning in. Please slash a like on the video. So here is Older bowl to Hines. High in the air. It will go away for another 4. 1 bounce to fine leg. Back off a length from Lazy Older. And Hines swung through the line. It got the top edge. And it went high over the keeper head. Or you couldn't more say left of the keeper down to the boundary for 4. And so really and truly, the TKR is motoring here now. 121 for 4. With Carty in the account, George Nolan. Oh, George Nolan was the one who said that they were going to make 240, and he, as usual, he's now finding an excuse. But they can still get up to it yet, George Nolan. Don't bring the excuse yet, General. Wait, man. They may still get up to it. You know, Carty can hit away the ball. Older balls to Hines, and I swings it again in the air. Deep mid-wicket comes around, took the catch, he goes. 221 for 5 at the end of over number 19. 221 for 5. So, Carty have hit away the ball in the past, man. They swung that high in the air and they feel that took the catch. So, they 221 for 5. Please remember to hit the thumbs up button. Well, only 45. Only 45 likes. We can do better than that, man. If you are not seeing the thumbs up button, just click off the live chat. You'll see it. Click on that thumbs up button. Show your appreciation. I heard that if you tap the cell phone twice, it also like the video. I've never done it yet. I'm not quite sure, but I heard that if you tap it twice, it will also be sure that it also like the video. So, I don't know, man. Jano, man. Jano. Manchester United on a one love. It bother me. It bother me, man. But I don't want to hear anything more about the match. So the new batsman is Akil Hussain, but he'll not take strike. Carty play this away down towards backward point. The sweep on the boundary comes around. They will come back for 2, surely. Yes, they have. It's 223 for 5 after 19.1. They won't reach 240 with Carty batting. Well, all right. So, well, you said they were going to reach 240 when you were making your prediction. I thought that when you were making your prediction, it would be an all-inclusive prediction, and you'd have done your research and know that it's a possibility that Carty will be batting. You know, well, you know, that's why I said 230 when I did my research, because when I make my prediction, because I look at all of those variables. Too many guns. TKR can swing from ball 1, said Sheldon Smith, and they get bowled out for 65. 224 for 5 after 19.2. So Jason Olaf passed the 100-wicket mark after 107 matches in T20 international cricket. Dwayne Bravo continues to lead with 129. Well, Sonny Narine will pass him in this tournament. Faruqi bowls to the left-handed Hussain, who pulled a slower ball down to backward of square leg for a single. It goes up now to 225 for 5 after 19.3. Lazy older, I think it's because he's high, why he is high, why he's clumsy. Kingman, I don't know, you don't need to read too much into lazy older, you know. It's everybody. That's my nickname for him. It's nothing more than that. It's nothing more than that. It's my nickname for him. So don't read too much into it. Boy, you guys are every little thing gonna read a lot into it, man. Relax, man. It's just my nickname for him. Yeah. So it's 227 for 5 now. 227 for 5 after 19.4. So that they're really not dealing in boundaries here, and boundaries would what have been what would have been matter now was Carter collect another 2 runs, and the score goes up to 229 now for 5. So they're just going to make about the 230 that I've predicted, as they're really not really dealing in the boundaries that one would expect at the back end of the tournament, as that latest delivery from Faruqi was a low full toss. He missed the Yorker, but it was low full toss, and Carter was able to steer it away down to backward point. The fielder comes off the boundary and send the return in. So it's one delivery to come. It's 229 for 5. He probably jarred his hand there just now, did he? He probably jarred his answer. This last delivery is taking a while. I had predicted 230. And it's another couple of runs, so they will end at 231 for 5. 231 for 5. He's grimacing in pain, and he, as usual, he's taking his own sweet time instead of getting on with the game. But 231 for 5. This was a good over from Faruqi. Last over. Although Carter used his feet and he hit it past the man at cover, there was good work on the cover boundary by Jasper Drakes, who sends the return in. No, Mikel Louis on the cover boundary. What was the fastest I ever seen Mikel Louis move? Is Mikel Louis related to Mile Bascom? It's left to be seen. So the end of the TKR innings, 231 for 5. I predicted 230, so not off to a bad start there. So 231 for 5. I'll run through the scorecard for you before I take my own break. Play some music in the meantime. So just run through the scorecard. So Colin Monroe, or should I say Alex Hayes was the first to go. He was caught by Gooley after bowling of Waqar Salamakil. The score at the time was 114 for 1. He made 47. Nicholas Pooran came. He never really got going. He made 13 from 11 deliveries. It 1-6. He was caught by Jason Older after bowling of Waqar Salamakil for 13. The score at that time was 2 for 151. And 195, Karen Pollard was bowled round his legs by Dominic Drakes for 19 from 13 deliveries. Then Colin Monroe owed out to Rasu after bowling of Jason Older for 120. The score at that time was 213. It was 213 for 4. He made 120 from 57 deliveries. He hit 14 fours and 6 sixes. Casey Carter not out on 16, and Akil Hussain not out on 1, having faced only 1 deliveries. Bowling for the St. Kitts and Nevis Patriots, Faruqi 4 overs, none for 41. Naseem Shah 3 overs, none for 40. Dominic Drakes 4 overs, 1 for 44. Jason Older 4 overs, 2 for 40. Waqar Salamakil 4 overs, 2 for 47. Jael Gooley bowled 1 over for 11 runs. So that's the latest update. I'll be back with you at the start of the innings. Probably Sheldon say 230, poor score by TK. I have to make a call. Lol. All right, who you gonna call? St. Kitts Nevis and Nevis Patriot might just blaze this off, Don't be surprised if St. Kitts and Nevis Patriots blaze off this Sheldon. They might just blaze it off, Don't be surprised. Blaze off this, man.
I made up my mind this time. I'm taking it over. Modest tranquility. Said I made up my mind this time. I'm taking it over.
Come on, United. Somebody have to score, man. Score. Somebody need to score. Somebody need to score. No, Kevin Duncan is not my driveway, you know. No, it's not my driveway, sir. Hussein to start for TKR. Off the back foot goes the left-handed opener for St. Kitts and Nevis Patriots. And he strokes it down to the cover boundary. That's Kyle Myers. So there are 2 without loss. So this score, I promise to take it off. It's so far ahead. How do I take off this score now? Bam. So I promise that I'll take off because the score, I will need to rectify it for another time, you know. Need to rectify the score for another time and to ensure that we have it the right way. I'm sure you are hearing me. I hope you are hearing me loud and clear. Yes, so that's much better now because the score is ahead of me, and yes, and Frame, you want to put you on timeout, man? Me say I could discuss the match after, no, man. We're not talk about the match now, man. You know, here, Frame. So there's a short third man, a backward pointer cover, extra cover, mid off. So there's 5 in a ring on the offside. And there's a short fine leg. And then there's a mid on, and there are 2 men out deep on the boundary. Myers just drive that down the ground for 4. Pitched up and hit it dead straight for 4. He's on 10 from 3 deliveries. They are now 10 without loss after 3 deliveries. 10 without loss after 3 deliveries. Yes, that's where we are playing. St. Kitts, Warner Park. That's St. Kitts. That's St. Kitts that's Warner Park in the background there. Michael Douglas said Patriots for the win. I think we can do some poll now that I removed the graphics, so we should be able to do some polls because the graphics have been removed. So yes, we definitely can do some poll. Here is Hussein, the West Indies orthodox spinner, is round the wicket, over the wicket, the left-hander, balls to Myers, and Myers play that one down to mid-off, and there is no run. The score remains at 10 without loss. So what's the first, who will win? That's probably, what's the first poll now to make people get miserable? I want a poll to get some agitation. So give me a poll suggestion, please. I look forward to your poll suggestion. We can do some poll. Hussein bowls to Myers, who turned this away down to Cow Corner. They will get 2, they should get 2. Yes, and they are back for 2 comfortable. 12 without loss after 5 deliveries. St. Kitts and Nevis and St. Kitts, Nevis and Patriots. It's going to give this a go, They are going to give it a go. 12 without loss. The only other way is manual scoreboard, said Sheldon. No, there's a way, Sheldon. I am. Over the wicket come Hussein, bowls after back foot, can't beat the man at cover, and there's no run. There's another way, Sheldon, but I'm not technically equipped to do it. But there's a way. There's a way, but that's how it goes. Yeah, there's a way. Kingman is changed for St. Kitts. Final score for St. Kitts and Nevis and Patriots. Final score for St. Kitts and how many St. Kitts and Nevis Patriots will make? That's one suggestion. Can we work with that? Sheldon, more Pollard gonna make people cuss, man. No, that shouldn't say cuss, banter, because we don't curse here, we banter. I want a poll where we call some banter. Mohammed Amir. Wow. How many years did Mohammed Amir spent in prison again? Kevin Duncan. Paul, greatest Jamaican leader. Only PJ Patterson is his name. No, man. We're not going into politics. I'm working tomorrow, though, you know. Tomorrow is election day. I have a gig to do. My agent, as I said, called me earlier this morning and told me that he has secured a gig for me to do some production tomorrow. You know? Over the wicket comes Amir, bowls to the right-handed Fletcher, who plays this down to the man at mid-on, wide to his right, and they go through for a single 13 without loss after 1.2 overs. 13 without loss. Yeah, I think it's the second time I see Curvan. I think it's the second. Nikki, welcome to the show. How are you? I think it's the second time I saw where Curvan trying to get us in politics. No, tomorrow is not election, you know. Tomorrow is nomination day. Tomorrow is nomination day. Bowls down the leg side. Look to turn it into the onside. Misses taken on the pad. It's 13 without loss after 1.3. I have nothing to do with that curving. I'm just providing production service. Doesn't matter. Will I vote election day? Yes, I'm going to vote. I think everyone should vote. Who will I vote for? I'm not going to say that. You know, I'm not going to say who will I vote for. If either party call me, if my agent negotiate a contract with either party to do some production work, I'm going to do it, man. It's work I'm doing. Down the leg side, goes through to the keeper, wide signal, 14 without loss. So, yeah, Michael Douglas, you're saying that St. Kitts and Nevis Patriots will make any score between 232 and 235. You know what that means? 332 and 337. Any score between three. No, I don't know. Please explain, Michael Douglas. Miles edged this down to third man for 4, 18 without loss after 1.4 overs. Amir pitched up Miles into the drive, edge past the short third man, down to the boundary for 4, 18 without loss. St. Kitts and Nevis Patriots will make any score between 332 and 337. You know what that means? No, I don't know. Please tell me. Which countries have the best beaches, Mr. Brown? Right. Good question, that Terence Strong. Yes. I'm giving them 175, said Sheldon. So which countries have the best beaches? Yeah. Bowls to Myers. Myers play this to mid-off, go through for a single. It's 19 without loss. I like that one. Which country with the best beaches? So, I like that one. Yeah, I like that one. Yeah, that's a good one, I think. That's a good one. I've never seen this before. What is happening here? Okay. They go, oh, chance for a run out, misses. 21 without loss at the end of 2. 20 without loss, sorry. That was close. I was trying to put up the poll. I was trying to put up the ball. I think that's a good one, my friend Terence. That's a good one. That will cause some passion. We always hear about Antigua and their beaches. So let's see. But we also hear that Jamaica is the beach capital of the Caribbean. Which Caribbean country That was a good one from Terence, which Caribbean country? Should we say beaches or which Caribbean country? Should we say beaches or should we say beach? Played away out into the offside, no runs, 20 without loss. After 2.1, Akil Hussain is into the attack for the TKR. Well, this is his second over. 12 runs came off his first over. 20 without loss. Fletcher and 2. He's on strike. Myers and 17. So for Hussain, they have a long off. So they have the short third man, the backward point, the cover, and the extra cover, and the long off. That's the 5 on the onside, on the offside. The extra cover is very close in. Hussain to Fletcher. Is in balls to Fletcher, and Fletcher play this one out into the offside. Pooran cannot stop the singer as Myers come through for a quick singer. He hit the stump. I hope he has not injured himself, but Myers was home safely. 21 without loss. Which Caribbean country has the best? I'm gonna put best. The best beach. Beach is one. So we're rating the best beach from each country. So Miles was safely home, unless they were using the back line, the bowling crease. Antigua must be in it. Look to sweep away, comes off the pad. It running down toward fine leg. They will get a single, one more to the total. So one more to the total. 22 without loss. You must have Antigua, man. Antigua. Jamaica. Barbados. I love what I love about Barbados is their beach access, you know. So I can put Barbados there. Cut away by Myers. Brilliant stop by the field at backward point. Who is that under the big brother him? Who could be there? Judging. Is that Alex Ailes? It was a good stop though by the fielder there. Good stop. So Barbados, Jamaica. So Trinidad is playing, so we have to put Trinidad there. So Barbados, Antigua, Barbados, Jamaica. Although some, you know, this poll here can't be a one poll, you know, because you have some countries with some real pretty beaches, you know, like Grenada, Dominica. Those countries have some pretty beaches, you know. This should have been an elimination poll, you know. This should really be an elimination poll. Because those countries, well, let me put in Trinidad because they are playing. Trinidad. All right, so there is it. But I have to do this poll over, you know. I have to do this poll. Good one in a Terence. This is a good one. Hit away down to the man on the mid-wicket boundary for a single. This poll has to be done at another time when we can do some elimination. Because there are some wonderful beaches all over the Caribbean, you know, man. Wonderful beaches. Wonderful beaches. So we'll have to do some elimination at another time. But for today, because I would do even put in St. Kitts and they are playing. So we should at least have in St. Kitts and Nevis in it. So I told you that this poll is flaw. This poll is flaw. St. Kitts and Nevis must in it. They are playing. I gotta take out Barbados and put in St. Kitts. So we have to do over that poll. It's 23 without loss. So best beach. You don't have to write out a sentence. Just write best beach. Don't. Best beach. Because St. Kitts and Nevis is playing, so you have to have them in it. 4 more runs. It's 27 now without loss. So we start with Antigua because everybody always talk about the 365 beaches in Antigua. So let's start with them, and that's the headquarters of West Indies. And then you have to put in Jamaica because I'm from Jamaica. And then you have to put in Trinidad, St. Kitts come first. So St. Kitts come first. St. Kitts and Nevis. And Trinidad Plain, so you put in Trinidad and Tobago. Tobago might have better beaches than Trinidad than us. So let's say Trinidad and Tobago. Yeah, Tobago beaches are more beautiful than those in Trinidad. 27 without loss. This one pulled away down to deep backward square leg. 28 without loss after 3.3. Yes, so I think that's a better poll for today because it has to include the teams that are playing. We can't have a poll without the teams that are playing. So I apologize for the first poll, but I think this is a better one. So, yes. Anguilla have some nice pink beaches. Yeah. So, yes, Lewis is injured. Shamar Joseph broke his wrist. Unfortunately, Lewis is a very unlucky boy, you know. 82 without loss. Mayers goes up to 21. We are in over number 4. They reached it was 82 without loss after 4 overs. They would be cruising, eh? Michael Douglas, I need to hear more about what's that 332 and 335 you're talking about. I need to get to understand it. Narine bowls to the left-handed. Mayers stifled appeal 32 without loss. So Narine wheeling his magics here. 9 runs off this Narine over thus far. Both Fletcher and Mayers carried him for a 4 while I was putting up the poll. So I'm interested to see your reaction. Please remember though to also slash a thumbs up. Narine to Mayers, and Mayers comes forward respectfully, steered it to backward point. 32 without loss at the end of 4. Kervin Duncan said, no, Trinidad ain't get no beach. Where they go to? They go to, and that's why I put that's why I put Tobago there. So Sheldon is saying put one beach from each island by name. What we'll do then, Sheldon, is that when we are doing the elimination, because there are a lot of countries, the 4 big ones, and then you have about another 8 or 9 countries down there in the Eastern Caribbean, in the combined islands, probably about 10 countries there. So we'll have to do an elimination and then we work down to the finals, just like what we did with the cuisine. So we'll set up that for the next next time. We'll set up that for next time. We'll just say, yeah, put the name of the beach, and if we are putting the name of the beach, Sheldon, for sure its popularity, we don't need to put the country. What do you think? Put the beach, don't put the name of the country, and we'll really know if the beach is popular for true. Yeah, yeah. Anguilla have some nice pink sand beaches. I don't doubt you at all, George Newland. I don't doubt you at all. Duncan said Trinidad have no beaches. Paul Saltibus said St. Lucia. Wow. But you have to vote for one of those 4. That's why we need the elimination. Down the leg side, played away down to fine leg for 4. Did it come off the hip or off the bat? 37 without loss. Off the hip. 4 leg by. 37 without loss. So the good start there by St. Kitts and Nevis Patriots. They are not sitting back and just allowing them to bowl to them. Narine is going to be very, very crucial because I think apart from Narine, this TKR bowling can travel, you know. Mohamed Amir in his second over, none for 9 after 1.1. He comes in now, bowls to Fletcher, who's down the pitch, hit it over the top. Has it gone all the way? No, it bunks away into the wide extra cover boundary for 4. 41 without loss after 4.2. Good shot there by Fletcher, just using his feet. Steve Russell is saying Caribbean people, especially Jamaican people, need more free access to their beaches. Well, that's another discussion. That's another discussion, Steve Russell. That's a big discussion. You see, those discussions, I try to my best to avoid them because hit away down to deep mid-wicket for 4 more. Mohamed Amir being taken to the cleaners here by Andre Fletcher. 45 without loss. They are giving it a punch, you know. He moves up to 17. Mayers is on 21. Mr. Brown, does Jamaica have free access to their beaches? Oh, yeah, man. We have free access to beaches. We don't have Amir balls to Fletcher. Use his feet and whip this down to mid-wicket again for 4 more. 49 without loss now. Fletcher and Myers punch gloves as both are on 21. In a broad sense, yes, we have free access to beaches. Yes. 49. But it will be... Yeah, we have free access to beaches, man. Oh, it was a mistake. You mean 232? Yeah, because I thought that was Sheldon Simmons said Marascus Bay, Patriots fan said Steve Russell. Marascus Bay. So the field remained the same. The mid-on, the 5 on us in a ring on the outside. Balls to Amir and Fletcher top edge this for 6. It was a short ball which Fletcher looked to pull and he top edged it for 6. As Mohamed Amir stood and laughed. Sometime when you're feeling the pain, the only thing you can do is laugh. 55 without loss. St. Kitts and Nevis Patriots. 1 to come in over number 5. It'll be very interesting to see the reaction. We are getting some lovely reaction here for the poll. Really interesting. Because I know that there are some wonderful beaches in the Caribbean, man. Wonderful beaches. I experienced them, man. Wonderful beaches. So Fletcher was it. So that was a quick bumper from Amir. So he was hit just above the wrist. He's in some pain, hopefully. He's not in as much. Oh, he's in pain. He grimaced there. Yeah, I felt it for him as he grimaced, you know. I felt it for him. So these bowlers are hitting these batsmen and these what is it that these batsmen have in their wrist? Because you remember Friday night, Elvin Lewis punched one to the mid-wicket boundary for 4. And now Fletcher punched this one down to over fine leg for 6. What is it that these batsmen are having in their wrist? Probably the ACU need to investigate, you know. If the ACU might need to investigate, don't. What is the hell these batsmen are having in their wrist? The man punched the ball for 6. Can you believe it? So 36% of the persons think that Trinidad and Tobago have the best beaches, while 28% believe that is Antigua, and Jamaica is way at the bottom with 16%. St. Kitts and Nevis comes second with 20%. But that's early voting, just 25% of 25% voted so far. And you know, 100 is a benchmark, 200 is we are conclusive. We are conclusive when 200 persons vote. So let's see. Please remember, in the meantime, though, hit that thumbs up button. We really appreciate it. If you are not seeing the thumbs up button, just click off the live chat and you'll see it. Hit it. I heard that when you tap your cell phone twice, it also light the feed. So please do that. So here comes now, so Antigua and Trinidad in a race, but we will get it up there. We'll get it to 200. So please partake in the poll. Please partake in the poll. The Patriots looking good so far, said Jamor Small. Yes, Jamor, are you at the match? It would be good to know if you're at the match, Jamor Small. Happy to have you here. Narine bowls to Fletcher, who pulled this away for 4 more. They are not letting up, 60 now. 60 is it without loss? Sheldon says he's not seen the pole. Why? The pole is there, Sheldon. It's up and running. Refresh your browser, Sheldon, and see if you see it. Please, I'm asking you, please. Refresh your browser as that is played away into the offside. 61 without loss now, Fletcher and 33. So if you are not seeing the poll, please refresh your browser. I'm kindly ask you to please do so. Just trying to... This doesn't look right. Off the back foot goes Mayers. Can't beat the inner circle. 5 in a circle. It's a big Pollard getting down to his right. This is it. Yes, thank you very much, Atina. Please hit the like button. Pulled away down towards Cow Corner. Bunks away for another 4, despite the field that Terence Hines giving chase. It's 4 more. The score goes up to 65 without loss. They are giving this a go, They are definitely giving this a go. 65 without loss. Thank you, Sheldon. Happy that you have refreshed your browser. Boy, United get 1 love. Jaja. I wonder if Anana give away the game again. Played out into the covers and there is no run. It's going to be very interesting to hear the interaction, So Trinidad now taking up the mantle on the pole. Here is Narine. He comes in, bowls to Myers, and Myers deep in his crease, plays it to the man at the edge of the circle at mid-on. 65 without loss after 6. That's the end of the power play. Importantly, though, Narine has bowled 2 overs. Terence Hines is coming into the attack. 2 overs, Narine has bowled. So he only has 2 over left. I think that St. Kitts and Nevis Patriots are in front at this time. I honestly think so. As Atina said, please hit that like button. Thank you very much. But I'm giving St. Kitts and Nevis Patriots the edge at this time. Yeah, but we can only do... Which country has the most, Mr. Brown? I think they said... I think they said there are 365 beaches in Antigua. So there's a beach for each day. That's what they said. But by size, you would expect that there are more areas in Jamaica that you could access as a beach, more than Antigua. So, designated beaches, though. I will check it out, Terence Strong. That is something that we can check out. Yeah, I'm curious. But by size, Jamaica should as the most. Sherma Ellis said that he thinks it's time to get wickets. Mr. Brown, what about the best river to enjoy? We can all do those polls, but we can only do one at a time. And this poll is going to take a while because although I'm doing it today, it is probably a poll that we can do when West Indies is playing, especially when West Indies is winning a match and you have 1,000 persons watching and West Indies winning. Those are the games that you can do these polling and you do an elimination. And so you will eventually come down to the most popular. So we can do all of those. The intention is to trigger a conversation and have a conversation. I don't mind the banter. I don't mind if somebody say, yo, no beach can beat Jamaican beaches, blah, 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 as long as it is respectful. I don't mind the banter because that's what I'm trying to trigger here. Trying to instigate some good, friendly banter. Don't mind if it is edgy, but it should not be loaded. you know, and that's what we really trigger in here. Yeah, I'm trying to trigger here. Darren Bravo is a drinks boy, lol. It's a Jabor Small. Jabor Small is laughing after Darren Bravo being a drinks boy. 671 without loss. 71 without loss. They are giving it a go here. The Night Riders openers had put on 114. That's A's and Monroe. A's and Monroe. So, but they are giving it a go here, no doubt. Akil Hussain. He comes in now, bowls to Fletcher, and Fletcher turned this into the onside, and they go through for a single. 72 without loss after 6.4. 72 without loss after 6.4. $72 without loss. This is not a... $72 without loss. Hussain over the wicket, bowls to Mayers. Mayers off the back foot and he strokes it to the man at extra cover. Cannot beat the fielder. So, well, Manchester United fans are not happy at all. So, which island has the prettiest women, said Curve and Duncan. Of course, there can only one island when it comes to that, Curve and Duncan. And it's Jamaica. There can be only one. There's no doubt about that. That the prettiest women in the Caribbean are from Jamaica. In the world, as a matter of fact, are from Jamaica. The prettiest women in the world are from Jamaica. The most beautiful, the nicest, the sexiest, the most sumptuous, the most elegant, the most daring women in the world are from Jamaica. There's no doubt about that. There's no argument in that. Teresa, I understand. Roxanne, who's a member of the channel, I understand. You know, Cheryl, Shirley, all those wonderful ladies in this community. Valerie, all of you wonderfully charming, sweet ladies in this community. I really appreciate you, man. I know that you are outstanding women. But, you know, but the Jamaican women, they just have that little edge over you, you know? No hard feelings. Yeah. 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 Oh, yeah, Jamor. Bravo and Russell carrying out the drinks. Yeah. Sheldon. Come on, Sheldon. Come on, Sheldon. I know you see the Jamaican women, you know, Sheldon. I know you see them, you know. Sheldon, I know you love the Jamaican women, them, you know. I know that, you know, Sheldon. You love the Jamaican women, them, you know. But you don't want to talk. You don't want to talk. So Tariq bowls to Myers, who hit this for 6. Sure, it must be 6. Yes, I got it right. 80. What Tariq is doing is the first time seeing is a off spinner. But that was a long up and Myers hit it out of the park. Yes, Terence. Only one answer. Jamrock Terence, of course. Tariq ball to Myers again. Oh, I thought it was the same delivery. It was a replay, as this one was much closer to him and he played it to on side of the pitch to the bowler and there was no run. Here is Tariq. Bowls to Shepherd, and that Shepherd is Myers. He hit this high in the air. The fielder going back to the catch. Myers out. Straight in his bread basket. And Tariq, why is Tariq? There's something I don't like about Tariq action. And he paused at the crease before he delivered. Nonetheless, Myers is out. Myers should hit the ball away. It was a half volley, but he picked out the man deep in cow corner. So 80 for 1. 80 for 1. I remember when Russell used to do something like that early on in his career when he was playing one-day cricket. He was told to stop doing it. You remember the time Russell used to run in and halfway through his run-up, he he slowed down, but he didn't stop. And they told him to cut it out. You remember? I have been all over the world. There's nothing like my Jamaican girls. Finally, a wicket, said Sherman Ellis. That's just Stephen Russell. Respect to all the other countries' women. Yes, Terence Russell, we respect all of them, but nothing like them. So, Mayer's gone for 32. The new batsman is Riley Russell, who's the new batsman coming to the crease. 80 for 1. 80 for 1. Sometimes when you're sitting down for long, you have to stand up. So I will be back shortly. I'm still close by, just stretching my legs. So it's 80 for 1. This Amir slug sweep it down to the man at Cow Corner who took a catch. And again, you realize the one that I called 6 went for 6, and this one that I didn't call, he got the wicket. But I don't like the action of Tariq. He practically stopped at the crease. Nothing can go so, man. You have to go through the crease. Batsmen will get used to it, though. Let's see. So Riley Russell is the new batsman. Round the wicket. Bowls to Russell, and Russell plays that one down to fine leg. It probably comes off his body. Let's see. Watch the signal from the umpire. One more to the total. You know, he must not be allowed to stop at the crease like that. It was a leg by, so he's not yet off the mark. 81 for 1 after 7.4 overs. Why is this bowler slowing down the game so much? So Tariq is it now. The right arm off spinner is over the wicket, bowls to Fletcher. And Fletcher plays that one off the inside edge of the bat. And there is no run. What's that for? I don't know. Tariq to Fletcher, and Fletcher plays this out into the offside. They go through for a quick singer as the shy hit the batsman. That's a beautiful beach, eh? That's a beautiful beach. When you look at it, you know, Jamaica really have the best beaches. Jamaica have the best beaches. Jamaica have the best women. That's why the tourists them flock here. Isn't that the reason why the tourists flock Jamaica year after year? Because we really and truly have the best beaches. Really and truly have the best beaches. And we have the best dreadlocks. The best dreadlocks are in Jamaica, don't you? have the best dreadlocks are in Jamaica. Definitely. The best dreadlocks. Jamaica has the best dreadlocks. So St. Kitts and Nevis Patriots really giving this a go. Really giving this a go. They are very happy in the stands. 81 for 2 after 8 overs. 81 for 2. So Hussein comes in, bowls to... Oh, he's bowled him! Fletcher play right across the line of that one, and as he stumped that back. So Fletcher goes... Hussein got the dangerous Fletcher for 41 from 26 deliveries. And the Night Riders now begins to tighten the screws around the St. Kitts and Nevis Patriots machine. Really, it was a straight ball that was being missed again by another West Indies batsman. West Indies batsman can miss straight ball, boy. John Newns, Terence, the thing about this, Terence, is I think why we are so low on the beach chart, Terence, is because it's really Trinidad playing and St. Kitts and Nevis playing. So not many Jamaicans will be really tuning in. Yeah, you have Jamaicans like you and I who tune in for the love of cricket, but not many Jamaicans will really tune in. You know, and again, a number of the persons who are watching would probably have never come to Jamaica yet to realize that we have the best beaches and the best women. From the moment they come to Jamaica and experience our beaches, and from the moment they meet a Jamaican young lady, a Jamaican lady, they will realize that, whoa, why? From the moment they do that, they're going to say, this is what we're missing. Curvin Duncan, I think so too. Hussein bowls to the right-handed Mikel Louis, who come forward, plant the front foot and drives into the covers, and there is no run. So I think that's why FBI going to investigate this man action, like Ronaldo kicking a penalty, another wicket, yes. So that ball should not get out any good batsman out, said Mikel Louis. Yeah, just another straight ball. I'm not a Jamaican or not TNT, but TNT as the best looking woman, said Curvin Duncan. All right, fine. Well, you know why you said that, but nice woman everywhere. Pretty looks isn't all. I think, Steve Russell, you missed the point. You missed the point. You really missed the point. You really missed the point, Steve Russell. So they're gonna check in upstairs. They're gonna check in upstairs. You missed the point big time, Steve Russell. You miss it. Just like our friend TMT Board or something early on, missed the point. You miss it again, Steve Russell. But JMT Border came back in and with a good point. He said that the no ball is not for behind the crease, but it's for before the crease. So he came back with a good point. Oh, Pooran missed the ball. So Pooran, why all right? Sometimes persons saying that cricketers should be, what they say that cricketers should be, it's a gentleman's game. You know, if it was a gentleman's game, Pooran just say, tell the umpires them say that he never collected the ball. Let the umpires make the decision, man. Let them make their decision. You know. So Antigua and Trinidad is in a fight here for who. So let them make the decision, definitely. Hussein to Mikel Louis. He's in bowls to Louis. Louis is deep in his crease. Cannot beat extra cover. Good work there. The score remains at 84 for 2 after 9. 84 for 2 after 9. Please remember to hit that thumbs up button. Please click on that button. Valney, respect to you. You know, the next poll that we should do is, who is the most beautiful woman in the chat? Is it, you know? No, because we don't know them. So we're going to say, which one of our beautiful, sweet, elegant, attractive ladies in the chat post the best lyrics? You know? Frame, yeah. Frame. Curvin Duncan say his favorite place to vacation is Ochirias. Well, we're happy to know that, and we're happy that you are selling Ochirias. Yes, we have the best beaches, but we don't have all access to our beaches, and that's a damn shame, said Volney Golden. I told you we would lose, said Frame. He's talking about Manchester United. Missing the point, I thought it was about women. Not me, said Kervin Duncan. The chore is bowling Jamor Small. Whoa. This guy action. I don't like this type of cricket, you know. To me, it's like you diminish the value of the cricket. Look at that. Look at that. This is ridiculous. It's ridiculous. How can a bowler practically stop at the crease before he delivered? What can go so? 88 for 2 after 9.3. What can go so? You know, what can go so? Disgusting cricket from Narine, said Michael Douglas. You know that. So 88 for 2. Yeah, he looks like he's let me look if he's. I don't get the impression that he's throwing, but I look because a number of you guys are saying it. So let's watch. Yeah, he is. How can this be allowed though? How can this be allowed? Well, I'm gonna tell you that Boomer on his verse. I'm gonna tell you that Boomer on his verse. Usman Tariq. Hit away by Louis Dong over deep mid wicket. It's into the 10. 6 runs. Lovely shot by Michael Louis. 100 up for the St. Kitts and Nevis Patriots. 101 for 2. Oh, it's 95. Oh, that's the scoreboard is ticking over quite fast then, because as that ball hit, even before the umpire signal, the scoreboard of 95. Wow, so this scorer is not joking. Don't know. Why is this guy allowed to bowl like this? So the mountain range there in Trinidad, lovely. Lovely mountain range. So what are they checking here now? 95 for 2. 1 delivery to come before the drinks break. 1 delivery to come. What is your prediction for this game? TKR will win. Yeah, he should not be allowed to do it. I agree with you. He's throwing. Yeah, he's throwing. It's just ridiculous. This is just devaluing the game. How can somebody get away with that? Look out, oh my Lord! This is crazy. Michael Louis is out. But look at that. How can somebody allow to get away with this in cricket? Is the TKR so desperate to win a match that they go and pick a man who is clearly flinging the cricket ball? This man is 27 years old and he only played 2 first-class matches. There must be a reason for that. There must be a reason for that, you know. He's 27 years old, only played 2 first-class matches. Must be a reason. It's disgraceful, man. Absolute disgraceful. And when they decided that umpires no longer can call bowlers on the field, I think that rule needs to be revised, man. Because it's the only way you're going to stamp out foolishness like this. because he will be allowed to bowl in this match. And so he will bowl his 4 overs because the umpires can't call him. You know, he will bowl his 4 overs because the umpires can't call him. They can report him at the end of the game and they banned him. This is ridiculous, man. Absolutely ridiculous. 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 He spoiled the game for me. He spoiled the game for me. So the votes are approaching the level where it is accepted by a marketing expert that the poll is accurate. So this poll, at the moment, this poll have a plus or minus 3. What's the word they use, sir? A plus or minus 3 margin of error. So let's get the votes up to 100, and then that would be. Please remember to hit the thumbs up button. Can't believe. How can a man like that allowed to bowl? Let me take you. Jamor Small said, from my angle, he looks like I'm getting my wish. I'm getting my wish, which is wickets. Sherman Ellis. So Sherman Ellis, this is the type of cricket you play. I have this argument with the Indians in my office. Boomerang action is illegal, but the Indians get away with murder, said Kervin Duncan. He's throwing, man. Jamor, those are the type of cricket you enjoy where you have a bowler that is, the man is flinging the cricket ball, Sherman Ellis. The man is breaking and we talk about spirit of cricket, spirit of the game. There's no spirit being demonstrated by the TKR here. But where they find that man? Where they went and find that man? No spirit being employed here. No spirit of the game. He throws the ball. Yeah, he throws that ball, Mikel. He man stop and fling the ball. Yeah, they are looking at it Jamor Small, but they can't do anything before the end of the match. And that's why I said the rule of umpires calling. You know, the time when just a minute, the time when umpires used to call, the umpires can't call the bowler anymore. The umpire have to wait until the end of the match. They report it. Even in high school cricket, the umpire can't call the bowler unless they warn him and talk to the coach. So if he's playing the match, even schoolboy cricket, and the umpires, they see a boy flinging, they can't call the boy for flinging in that match. They have to warn him. They have to tell him that he's throwing. At the end of the match, they have to report him to the coach. And then now, if they continue to play him now, they can call him in the next match. You know? I don't understand. That it's spelled in Albert. It's annoys me. The flinger, come on. Frame said St. Kitts are not making the top 4. I think the top 4 will be Guyana, Trinidad, Barbados, Antigua and Barbuda. I think those will be the top 4. I don't think St. Lucia or St. Kitts and Nevis Patriots are going to make it. So I'm putting in Guyana, Trinidad, Barbados, and Antigua and Barbuda. Those are the 4 teams that I'm going for my top 4. So what happened when you already... So what happened when you already lost the game? You know, Nigel Brown, that's why I'm not in agreement with the rule. 100 for 3. Russ Susan 7. Jason Ola hit his first ball for 4. The Terrence Hines, who's a bowler, a good bowler too. So let's watch Terrence Hines now. You know, that's a big question, Nigel Brown. When you already lose the game, what happened? The man fling you out and you lose. Innings over the wicket. Bowls to Older just turn this into the onside. They got one. They will stay on one as Innings covered the ball. I am not surprised he's from Pakistan. Pakistan don't report their bowler for throwing. I get that, Michael Douglas, but they know that he's a thrower. That's why he only played 2 first-class matches, you know. Only 2 first-class matches. This man was 27 years old in January, and he only played 2 first-class matches. It's sickening, man. Hit away by Rasul over deep mid-wicket for 6. It comes off the roof. 107 for 3 after 10.4 overs. Rasul now moves up to 13. Older is on 7. It's Frame. I don't need to answer you, no, Frame. Sheldon is here and Sherma is here too, so they will deal with your case, Frame. I don't need to answer you. Sheldon and Sherma Ellis and all the rest, Roddy Latu and those guys, they will get to you. They will get to you, Frame. I don't need to respond. Who determine if it's a fling, not a legal? Who determine if it is a fling, not? I think the question that you want to ask is that, but the umpires are the officials in the game. The umpires officiate it. But the rules are clearly laid down. But the umpires is the officials. You know, like when a judge say, go to prison or you are free. That's the authority. So the umpires are the authority. Is it 2 consecutive 6s? It looks that way as I was paying attention to Rasul comment. Innings bowls to Rasul and Rasul plays this away between the stumps and his body down to short fine leg for a single. Let's see if it's by or inside edge. I think it's inside edge. Yes, it's inside edge. 114 for 3 at the end of over number 11. 114 for 3. No, man, Antigua is not making it. Not because I was backing them yesterday. Jamor Small, I think they're going to make it. You know, I just think that they're going to make it. I don't support any team, but I love to watch TKR lose, said Michael Douglas. Sheldon. You and Sheldon, you hear Michael Douglas? Why do you love to watch TKR lose, Sheldon? Michael Douglas, Sheldon and his crew will get to you. Why do you love that? Michael Douglas? Calypso Tumblers, 1980. You are kidding me if you think Antigua will make the 4 and not send kids. Yeah, I think Antigua will make it. You know, Tariq is getting through over. I don't wish to commentate on Tariq, so I will take your comments. But Calypso 1980, I definitely think that this is disgusting, you know. Not even the batsmen can time when to trigger. It is so disgusting. Look at that. He can't be allowed to get away with this. This can't be cricket. This is not cricket. This is something else. Can't be. Oh, there's a nice football field behind the cricket field, or is this a track and field team? Darren Bravo working hard. I almost have to buy him a drink. Lal said Jamor Small. Yes. Yeah, Jamor Small. I think somebody said Russell and Bravo are carrying the drinks. I don't think they mind, you know. I'm sure Russell don't mind. They're probably Russell is probably getting $10,000 a match to carry drinks. I take that job any day. Bravo probably getting 3,000 a match to carry drinks. But I take that every day. Yeah. Imagine somebody giving you 3,000 every day for carry drinks for the year. By the end of the year, you make $1 million, 1 million and what? 1,095,000, something like that at the end of the year. 3/6 is 18 and something like that. You will make more than $1 million at the end of the year, though. Thanks, Mr. Brown, for your passions and love for West Indies cricket, even though we may disagree on certain things. One love, man. Yeah, one love, Steve Russell. I said it all the while. I give my opinion, you give yours. As long as we are not disrespectful to each other, I'm good. But some of the things, though, you realize that when you come and say, if, for example, I'll say, boy, Shea Hope is not a good test batsman. His average is blah, blah, blah. The persons who think Shea Hope is a good batsman, most of the time, they don't come with evidence to prove that Shea Hope is a good test batsman, you know. So I will say Shea Hope is not a good test batsman because his average in test cricket is 24 mash, and that is a good test batsman is averaging 40. They won't come and say, well, Shea Hope is a good batsman because of A, B, and C. They come and they attack me and be disrespectful. Those persons, I block them right away. I don't block them because they believe that Shea Hope is a good batsman. I block them because they come and attack me. So they don't discuss the point, they attack me. So I block them. You know. So I don't have an issue with anyone agreeing with my opinions. I don't have an issue with that. I just don't have an issue with that. What I have an issue with, Narine is bowling 119 for 3. Narine bowls to the left-handed, Russell turned that to mid-wicket and they get a single. What I have an issue with is when the comments are factually inaccurate, I'll remove the comment. That's not something that I block persons for. But if the comment is factually inaccurate, I'll remove it. Like, if you tell me that 2 + 2 = 4, and then it's going to say, that's my opinion. No, man, that's not your opinion, man. You're entitled to your opinion. You're entitled to your opinions. So the saying go again. You are entitled to your opinions, but you are not entitled to your own facts. So 2 + 2 = 4. If you come to me and say 2 + 2 = 3, and that is my opinion, I will remove those comments. I don't think that is disrespectful, but I think it is factually inaccurate. So I'll move those comments. I won't block persons for that, but I'll remove the comment. You know, yeah. Yeah, the require rate going up, Sheldon. Over 15 runs now. Pressure for SKN, said Sherma Ellis. Yeah. There's a lot of pressure foots in the TKR team. But Darren Bravo is the biggest one, said John Nunes. There's a lot of pressure foots in the TKR team, but Darren Bravo is the big. I don't, John Nunes, I honestly, I don't know how to put it now. In raw Jamaican patois, I don't know what you talk about. No disrespect, but I don't have a clue. Jano. Yeah. So Sheldon and Frame is talking. So there's a big man walking around with his hand on his kimbo. Brian Lara, so we need to get Pollard, Bravo, and Chris Gale into the West Indies setup. That's what Darren Bravo said. It won't happen as long as Sam is in it, though. You're more likely to see Marlon Samuels in the West Indies setup when it is more likely that Marlon Samuels join the West Indies coaching staff if Sam is the head coach. And there's no, everybody has their favorite, you know, that's just life. So if Bravo and Pollard is not a favorite of Sammy, I don't have a problem with that. And if, you know, because the next person that become West Indies coach, he may see Bravo and Pollard as his best choice, and then I would still want them to do a good job. Because at the end of the day, it's the West Indies that you want to win. You know? So, would you say Hope is becoming a test batsman since he averages not bad for the last 2 series? Numbers never lie. Let me read that again. Would you say Hope is becoming a test batsman since his average is not bad for the last 2 series? Numbers never lie. I am very happy about that last part of your comment, Calypso, that numbers never lied, especially when you have a large enough sample size. But the question that you ask, it's confusing. It is factually not compatible with their reality. Put it that way. Your statement is not compatible with the reality. Michael Douglas is asking you to provide those numbers. He would love to see it. John Noon said them like show off. Oh, that's what it means. Oh, they like show off. Okay, cool. Yeah. Yes. Sammy is feeling a little better. Hopefully he can recover from 27 all out. But we really hope that we wish the West Indies the best now. It's 130 for 3 in this match. 130 for 3. Russell is on 24. Older is on 17. You know, it's Tariq why it's almost like I leave the match. So Russell is on 25. Older is on 17. 131 for 3 after 13.4 overs. The current run rate is 9.59, which is not bad, but they need at least 16 runs and over to win. So they need to get some boundaries here. They need to get 2 big overs that go for like 30. 2 or 3 big overs. So if they get 3 overs that go for 30 each, that will be 90. So that will take them up to 191. Hines over the wicket. He comes in, bowls to Older, who slap this to the man at the edge of the circuit, extra cover. 1 more to the total. 132 for 3. So it's 132 for 3 after 13.5 overs. Yes. Sammy is, yes. Kervin Duncan is saying that something wrong with Hines here. He's in a little pain here. Or is he okay? Well, the batsman's second, so apparently he's okay. So Hines it is. None for 30 from 1.5. He's over the wicket, bowls to Russell. Full toss, which he steered away down to the man on the backward point boundary for 1 more. 133 for 3 after 14 overs. 133 for 3 after 14 overs. St. Kitts and Nevis Patriots. Oh, John, you don't like sweet Trinis? One love, brother. Yes. Good afternoon, Mrs. Brown. How are you doing? Yes, I'm all right. I was just telling them in the chat that Jamaican women are the best in the world. Okay, of course, Mrs. Brown. Well done. Well done. Okay. Oh, John, you don't like. But Sheldon, the umpires, they cannot stop him in the match. To the best of my knowledge, I understand the rules. The umpires cannot stop in the match. They can't even call him. They are not allowed to call him anymore. They are allowed to report him after the game. Dwayne Bravo comes straight out some things on the field. What happened? Okay. How was church? Amir, Mohamed Amir, the left arm seamer over the wicket wide. Oh, that is very close to a no ball. You know, they need to check it. It's very close to a no ball. JTM border. It's JTM border. That's very close to a no ball. Are they checking it? No, they are not checking it. I would have checked it, and I would love to see the umpire checked it. Yes, they are double checking it. I think it's a wide though, but it's very close to a no ball. Yes, it's a wide. It's a wide. So wide signal, the score goes up to 134 for 3. Good afternoon, Colin Goodrich. I come into your comment very shortly. Over the wicket, bowls, and he ramp it away down to third man for 6. Lovely shot, Amir, wide outside the half stump. Reverse ramp by Russell. 140 for 3. He moves up to 32. Older is an 18. So Colin Goodrich is saying now. Let us hear what he's saying now. Colin Goodrich, good to have you here, man. Colin Goodrich is one of those guys who misinterpret me a lot, you know, and he projects a lot too. So yeah, let's hear what he's saying now. My good friend from Trinidad. Good afternoon to you too, Colin. Marlon Samuels is better choice as coach to help Darren in T20 than Karen Pollard and Dwayne Bravo because he's team man and not a selfish and biased. He's a team man and not a selfish and biased. So thank you for your views, Colin Goodrich. You express your views. To be honest, if I'm going to pick a coach, if you give me Bravo, Pollard, and Samuels to choose one from, I would go with Bravo, and that is my view. And and my second choice would be Pollard, and Samuels would be my third choice because I really don't. Amir bowl short, pulled away high into the air. Let's see. It gone for 6 over deep mid wicket, 146 for 3. So Amir short and pulled away high in the air for 6 more. 38 now to Russell, 146 for 3. So those would be my 3. Those are the order. Now, Colin Goodrich, I'm not saying that you are not right. I'm just saying that would be my way of doing it. So you have your way, I have my way. I don't think, but that would be my way. But I'm not saying that your way is wrong, but that would be my way. Jamur Sumal. Oh, Jamur Sumal said, St. Kitts women, nice and juicy. You could make juice for the whole week, lol. You know, you see that, Jamur Sumal. Wow. That was hedgy. I think that was hedgy, but not. It was hedgy, you know. It was hedgy, but it's okay. It's okay. Well, the umpire should have stopped the game. Said umpire can't stop the game. They is there something that we don't know about? You're talking about Tariq. If it is Tariq, then the umpire can't stop the game. They can only report him. all whipped away down to short fine leg. Mohamed Amir thinks it come off the pad. It's nothing doing, but that's just a Mohamed Amir for you. Think that they should review. No, don't review it. That missing, he think it's come off the pad. Oh, they are reviewing it. Pooran think that it hit him in line. It's a full delivery, you know. But we know Mohamed Amir from his days that the ball will come out of the middle of the bat and he will appeal and try to convince the captain to review it. So, but let's look. Clearly not a no ball. That was really an edgy one, Jamur Small, right on the edge. I love it. That's not out, man. They are giving us an angle which we cannot judge it because they, you know, the reason why they're giving us this angle, you know, they know we are doing watch along and they don't want us to predict it. The ball hit the man outside the leg stump. That's Mohamed Amir for you. The ball hit the man outside the leg stump. I told you that's how he is. The ball will come out of the middle of the bat and he still think that it's like before. M.A. Van Broek said, for Hope to perform well in test matches, he has to bat at least 3 sessions. From his ODI stats, once he bats 3 sessions in test matches, he makes tons in tests and his average will improve in time. But all right, I agree with you. I agree with you, M.A. Van Broek. But isn't that the challenge? That he doesn't has the technical skill to survive that long in test cricket. But that's the challenge, you know. I think all of them want to bat 3 sessions. But it wasn't such a bad review. It wasn't such a bad review by Mohamed Amir. You know. But isn't that the root of the challenge? Because of the challenge, M.A. Van Broek, they don't have the capacity, the technical skill, the cricket IQ, the mental resilience. They don't have mastery of the basics, my favorite term, to bat that long. Maybe not even the fitness, because they are not batting that long, so we don't know. So maybe even the fitness is an issue. A word for you. Yes, that is true. That's a fair comment. The St. Kitts and Nevis run rate is good, but not in the contents of this match. Mohamed Amir bowls to Older, who played it away down towards the cover boundary. The fielder comes around and they come back for 2. So 150 is up. 150 is up after 14.5 overs. So that's a good run rate. You know, that's 10.06. Well, if it was 15 overs, it would have been exactly 10. So 38 to Russell, 20 to Jason Older. What happened to Russell? You know, these players, they are so frigidity. So that's a good comment for you. That shot from Russell is what I want to see Rutherford to practice or try rather than just swinging and missing all the time, said Michael Douglas. Oh, these comments are far behind, so I really don't know. Balls to Older, clipped it away down to fine leg. Work for the fielder, but the ball is slowing up and they will come back for 2. Good running by lazy Older. 152 for 3 after 15. So it's 152 for 3 after 15. You know they need 80 from 5 overs is gettable though. You don't think 80 from 5 overs is gettable? I think so. 80 from 5 overs. Is it gettable? You know, one big over like a 30 runs over, a 30 runs over, make it 50 from 4 overs, and then we are in business. When I say we are in business, I mean we are in for some excitement here. But I think 80 from 5 overs is gettable. That I think so. You need one big 30 runs over or 225 runs over. If you get 225 runs over, then you need 30 from 3. So this disgusting man comes in and he hit it down the ground and he's out caught by Pollard. I won't even watch it. I hope some comments are there for me to react to because I won't watch this over. Sherma Ellis say, I declare TKR to win this one. Yeah, they're going to win. It looks like a Josh review. A Josh. I think it's Pooran keeping. Is that Silva keeping or Pooran? I think it's Pooran keeping Athena. Seeing people say Rasu name is funny. South African names are so hard to pronounce. And boy, you always needing us with the pronunciation of the names. Holder seemed to be a guy who worked hard to be in shape, said Steve Rasu. Well, I hope so. So, you think that lazy Holder is working hard? Well, I don't have a problem if he's working hard. That's good. He gets another wicket. I'm not commentating on him. Yes, it was a good catch by Pollard. Very good catch. Pollard is a good catcher, you know. Pollard is a good cricketer, you know. Yeah. This guy taking all the wickets, terrible. Yes. This guy let me want to throw up like I did yesterday morning. You know, look at that. How can that be acceptable? That's unfair cricket. That's cheating. It is cheating. This guy is cheating. And because of the laws of the game, it allows him to cheat and get away with it. He's cheating. Look at that. It's cheating. It's cheating. When Josh was keeper, he would waste so many review. Yeah. When Josh was keeper, he would waste so many review. You're onto something there, Natina. Yeah, Josh always seemed to get the review wrong. And I remember in a press conference. Was it a press conference or was it like when you go to match? I was saying that somebody was saying that they no longer consulted Josh when it comes to review. He was not to be in it. You know? Raxon, it disgusts me so much. That's why I'm not even commentating on his over. I'll just wait until this phase of the game passes before I go back to the live action. But Raxon Gray, it's really, really disgusting for us to allow that to happen. Raxon Gray, where are you from? Because as you know, we had a poll. So Antigua surpassed Trinidad for the beautiful beaches. Wow. Antigua surpassed Trinidad. So Antigua have gone ahead by 1 percentage point. You know, so and the votes are over 100. So I keep on telling you that once the votes are over 100, then market research will tell you that it's a fair sample size, especially in a population of less than 10,000. So this is a fair sample size. You know, it's with, and the votes are, oh, wow. So Antigua have edged out Trinidad so far. I'm not going to end the poll. I'm going to give Trinidad a chance to come back because there's still some action left in the match. Soon go back to the match. We just need these two balls to get out of the way. I'm not even watching it, you know. Not watching it. I'll go to the score after the match is finished. After I know that these 2 overs are finished. It's disgusting, man. Disgusting. It's absolutely disgusting. Is this baseball or cricket? Asks Michael Douglas. Oh, Roxanne Gray is from Jamaica, living in Bronx, New York. You know, I know a Roxanne Gray, though, for a long time now. I know a Roxanne Gray who was a nurse in Jamaica. Yeah, I know a Roxanne Gray was a nurse in Jamaica. And I think she's living in New York also. It's hard defending our players in CPL against international teams. I don't understand that question though. So we can go back to the cricket. I look up on the screen and realize that the last 2 delivered travel for 6. He probably delivered. But the thing is, what even though the man is flinging on, what is the hardest part about it? When a man come here, so all the batsmen are going to predict when they are going to deliver. Because the man stop, you know. This, you know, when him coil and to deliver him stopping his coil. That can't be cricket, man. Him for go away. Him for go away and he must play anymore. We're going to see if CPL is going to allow him to play another match. Him for go away. Nothing can't go so. That's not cricket. He must go through in his delivery stride. He cannot stop in his delivery stride. Him for go away. Atane swung this away high in the air. It gone down towards the man at wide long on and he's out. You know, well, he has to play shot. Narine getting the wicket. 23. 1 for 23 from his 3.1 overs. It make no, you have to 165 for 6. Jason Ola is on 34. So that boy from Pakistan need to go away. He must go away. If it is the best beaches, plural, it cannot be TNT. If it is a beach, then TNT can win, said Sheldon Smith. Okay, I get you. So what we were debating was, the question, the poll was, let's see, best beach. So it said best beach, so a beach singular. Which country has the best beach? Jamaica, Antigua, St. Kitts and Nevis, Patriots, Trinidad and Tobago. But Antigua is clearly leading. We know that they said that Antigua have the most accessible beach to people. Although Jamaica naturally will have the largest coastline. But not because you have the largest coastline. It's not everywhere that you can access the beach. There's not everywhere there's a beach. I mean, where Hull Part has its facilities on the south coast there in St. Elizabeth, there's no beach there where we have Lover's Leaf and so on. TKR will win CPL 2025. Sherman will be here. We'll be here. Yeah, clearly it's a good batting wicket, said Tyre. Trinbago Knight Riders to the world, said Athena. Of course, man, you have to big up your side. You have to big up your side. So, Mr. Brown, I just read that Tariq was called for throwing 2 times in the PSL. And they said as long as he's not called again for throwing in the same season, it's okay. I don't quite understand. Why would it be okay if he was called throwing 2 times in the... Albert, I just read Narine bowls to Drakes, who's beaten outside the off stump. Pooran did not collect. 1 to come from Narine. 1 for 25 from 3.4 from Narine. We're in over number 17. I want to read that again from Albert, because to me it doesn't make sense. Drakes on the front foot plated to extra cover for 168 now for 6 after 16.5 overs. Darling, I feel your disappointment, but you're a rub today. I'm telling you, you're a rub. I just read where Tariq was called for throwing 2 times in the PSL. Because, number one, lazy holder hit this high in the air. Let's see. It gone for 6. Pollard can only watch as it went for 6. 174 for 6. Lazy holder is on 41 from 17 deliveries. This is a big knock from older, you know. Big knock this from older. 41 from 17 deliveries. Good knock, young man. Good knock. Because once you are called once, you cannot bowl again until you are cleared. You have to go and do some you have to rectify your bowling. So I don't understand that. It is not that comment there, Albert, is not compatible with the law of the game or the procedures once someone has been called. So that comment there is not compatible with the procedures that as I know it. Good day to you, SOS. Welcome, man. Usman has been bowling all around the world. Where? Because I'd really like to know where all around the world he has been bowling, because my understanding that he's 27 years old and he plays probably 20-something matches. So we are all around the world. 26 matches he has played. 27 years old, played 26 matches. You know, so couldn't be playing all around the world. Here's a man who averaged 6.73 in T20 in T20 and international. He averages 6.73 in T20 and international. That is world class. That is top draw. That is great. He has taken 34 wickets in 26 T20 international matches before today. That means this man is a fantastic performer, you know. So why a man who is 27 years old have only played 26 T20 matches? And you are going to tell me that he's playing cricket all around the world? Come on, Sheldon. 27-year-old man with an economy of 6.73 and an average of 20.5 in T20 cricket and only played 27 matches. Everybody would have want him. I'm a 27-year-old with those numbers who don't play 26 matches. You would play 126 or probably 226. He's a flinger. He's flinging the cricket ball. That's the only reason why he only played 26 matches. He need to get out of the CPL and go home. He hasn't been playing cricket all around the world, my friend. He hasn't been playing cricket around the world. So the best beaches is in Tobago, said SOS. Okay, thank you. Frame said Guyana Amazon Warriors is winning the CPL. Patrick Lambert, no, she's from Jamaica, so I don't think there's any link, but she can answer. And Patrick Lambert love the ladies, them, I'm always talking to the ladies them when the ladies them come on. But she said she's from Jamaica, but you'll never know. Come on, guys, don't bash this guy. He has been bowling with some action around, with same action around the world. I've just explained that. A man at 27 who has played 26 matches can't play many cricket around the world. So I don't know where. I don't understand it. Tell me how a man at 26, 27 years old, I've only played 26 franchise matches around the world with an economy of 6.73, an average of 20. Every team around the world that I want such a man. The reason why they don't want him is because he's flinging. He probably play all around the world, yes, but after he play one match, he doesn't play anymore. The maths doesn't add up. The maths doesn't add up, you know. The maths can't add up. His economy is 6.73. His average is 20, less than 21. And he only played 26 matches. And you are telling me that he's playing cricket around the world? Come on, man. Bring a better defense. Bring a better defense. Bring a better defense. This man's strike rate is 18.2, you know. 18.2. 18.2. Any bowler in a world cricket right now with a bite off him hand for that. Any bowler in a world cricket. Who is the number one T20 bowler in the world right now? So let us compare his numbers to the number one T20 bowler in the world. So let's do it. So this is what you call research, you know. This is not only search. This is what you call research. So there is his numbers. So the number one T20 bowler in the world is Jacob Duffy of New Zealand. All right. So he's the number. Akil Hussain, by the way, is at number 3. So let's first look at Akil Hussain first because he's playing in this match. Akil Hussain, number 3 ranked T20 bowler in the world. So we look at Akil Hussain number. He's in this match. He's number 3. So Akil Hussain, number 3 ranked T20 bowler in the world, is number 3 ranked T20. All right. So Akil Hussain average 20.53. This is not in T20 international we're talking about, you know. Talking about in franchise cricket. By the way, Akil Hussain plays 231 of those matches. 231. You know, compared to 26. Yes, he's 5 years older than him. He's 5 years older than him. But even if you say that he's playing 26 matches a year, 5 times 26 is what? 130. Still won't get up to 231. All right? Yeah. He's playing T20 cricket all over the world. Not true. Not true. The numbers doesn't bear that out. I don't have to be following behind him, but the numbers doesn't bear this out. 27-year-old man playing on the 26 T20 matches thus far. And you're saying that he's playing T20 cricket over the world. So here's a bowler. Here's a flinger. His economy is 6.73. Akil Hussain, 7.02. His strike rate, 18. Akil Hussain, 21.3. His average, 20. Akil Hussain, 25. So in every category, he's get 30 at wicket from 26 matches. That means he's getting more than a wicket a match. Hussain, 213 wickets from 231 matches. We are talking about the number 3 ranked T20 bowler in the world. The number 3. So this guy is beating out the number 3 ranked T20 bowler in the world in every category that is important. All of the KPIs is leading the number 3 ranked T20 bowlers in the world. Yet still, at 27 years old, he has only played 26 T20 matches. And you're telling me that he's playing cricket all around the world? Come with something else. That defense kick out of the window. come with another defense. Curry chicken versus chicken curry, the match of the year. Well, I think that's is when? Next Saturday? Yes, Patrick Lambert. So Roxanne confirmed. Mr. Brown, nobody talk about an opening batsman from Jamaica who played one test match. I don't know, and against the best team in the world and made a century. His name, no man, Robert Samuels did play more than one test match. I think though the last test match he played, he'd make 70 at. No, Robert Samuels is not going to come on the show though. Yeah. Tayyir Mohammed is saying, I'm got to say I'm not impressed with the TKR bowling. It's 186 for 6. We are in over number 19. But I was to do all of that research to show that what they are saying, that's I want them to come with something else about the man. Oh, look at that. Yo. Sherman Ellis, Tayyir, I agree with you, TKR bowling. Under law, M.A. Van Broek said, under law 42.4, Tariq bowling should be deemed unfair play. It's unfair for a bowler to pause in his delivery stride. Thank you. And that is, I told you about this community, man. Brilliant, man. Brilliant. Brilliant. You know, that's, we are not lazy here, you know. We do the work. Thank you, M.A. Van Broek. Brilliant. Played away by holder down towards backward point for one more. It's on 44. Well, 8 deliveries leave. I hope holder gets his half century. So brilliant. Thank you for bringing us up to that. Thank you for doing the work. And thank you for doing the work, M.A. Van Broek. Thank you. Thank you very much. Let me take back what I said. I meant in Pakistan, in different league. Thank you. Well, okay, Tayyir Mohammed. Thanks. Respect that. We appreciate that. Thumbs up. Thumbs up. We appreciate that. Over the wicket, come Mohammed Amir. Slap down the ground by Drakes. Lovely shot. The long on fielder comes across, send the return in, and one more to the total. 188 for 6 after 16.5 overs. Thank you. I respect that, Tayyir Mohammed. Grace Bay Beach in the Turks and Caicos is the best beach, said Athena. Okay, but Athena, I'm hearing that it has been overrun by the Asians of late, though. It's a beautiful beach. That beach at Great Bay Beach, wonderful. But I heard that since of late, the Asians are overrunning it. Did you see yourself on TV? I just put my phone to the TV camera, lol. No, I never saw it. Maybe I was doing the research to show that this young man could not be playing cricket all over the world. Oh, thank you, Nigel Brown. I appreciate that, man. One love. Big up. That's a such compliment. That's such compliment. Yeah, that's a great compliment. To beat TKR, you will have to outback them, said Sheldon Smith. Sheldon, I love when CPL time come around, you know. Oh, York, sorry, older. Mohammed Amir Yorked him. 44 from 23 deliveries. Good knock, though, Jason Older. Good knock. I really wanted him to get the half century, you know. But good knock, though. But lazy older gone. He was York by Mohammed Amir. So lazy older York. And he's off the field. 189 for 7 at the end of over number 19. So one over to go. Sheldon, you want to come on the show? Let me tell you, I have some great banter over the year with a lot of persons. Some great banter. And all the takedown on a Sunday morning and all of that with Basil and Dwight Chateau. I love those banter. And over the years, there have been some great banters. And I respect all of you. and I enjoy the banter. And that comment that Jamor Small make, wow, it was right on the edge, but I love it. It was right on the edge. But what he said, that St. Kitts women have so much oil that they can hire you for a year. Lovely comment, man. Lovely comment. Right on the edge. I love those type of comments. But the banters that I have with Sheldon over the year are legendary. Absolutely legendary. So I always love to see. I always love it. I always love it. We 95% of the time we don't agree, but he's coming back, and he's coming back harder each time. Peace be unto everyone. To Philip Baines, respect. Good to have you here. Played away 190 now for 7 after 19.1 over. I would be glad if Lazy Older get to his half century. Yes, I would have been glad. I would have been glad, John Nunes. Just curious, why did you leave out beaches in Barbados? Okay, so you're not here at the beginning, so let me tell you. Let me tell you. One, St. Kitts was playing, and Trinidad was playing, so you have to include those two. I am the host, so I'm always going to include Jamaica, which you would accept. I have to be biased towards Jamaica. And fourthly, Antigua is always talked about as having 365 beaches, a beach for the year. So that's why we use those 4. Nassim Shaw, it earns for 6 over long on. It's 196 for 7. So that's why we use those 4. That's all rational to come to those 4. However, we did said that this poll has to go on for another time, where we'll have to do it over, because there are the big 4, and then there's another 10 islands or so in the eastern, the combined islands, somewhere between 8 and 12. And we will now have to, so the official poll 5 wide, so it's going to be 201 for 7. So this is a good reply, you know. 201 for 7 is a good reply. Hines is down on his haunches again. He appears to be sick, you know. He has gone for none for 53 from 3.2 overs. And so we are going to do a poll where we take in all of the island. You remember the poll? I don't know if you are here for the poll that we did with the cuisine. And we list the cuisine, and we eliminate till we come down to the final 3. And then we have the playoff. So we'll do that for the beaches. But today poll, as I explained to you, was for that. You know? Yeah. Yes, so sad he didn't make it. Yeah, well, I'm not really... Well, John Nunes, nothing wrong with you being sad, but I'm not really sad. I'm disappointed, yes, because I want him to get it. But I even forget that he got bowled for 44 already, you know, John Nunes. I have this unique ability to just put things behind me quickly, you know? Yeah, but that's okay either. Sheldon, Guyana, Amazaras can outback them. It's going to be interesting. Why do you call him? That's my nickname for him. I don't have any reason. You just look at somebody and give him a nickname. There's no malice or prejudice. That's just my nickname. Oh, that's a no ball. That's a beamer. So, wow. You know that the match is on, though. The match is on, you know. 4 deliveries to go. 4 sixes is 28. And I believe Monroe is going to bowl a few more no ball. So the match is not yet finished, because Terence Hines have to leave the field. And oh, well, it hit down the ground for 4. The no ball is hit down the ground for 4. 206 for 7. This is good from St. Kitts and Nevis Patriots. Although, so they are trying to limit the net run rate. Michael Douglas is saying TKR is not passing the eliminator. Well, Michael Douglas, you and them Trini will sort that out. Running and stopping in penalty should be banned too, said Ricky Lalman. Yeah, I am disgusted with the young man. And Sheldon trying to come here to defend the action. You know, Sheldon trying to defend the action because he's a Trini. And enough time we're on the show and Sheldon is talking about, what's the word that he used? Hit away for 6 again. Another 6. 212. 20 needed from 2 deliveries. Can Monroe serve up 2 no balls? Can Monroe serve up 2 no balls? So Sheldon is, but what a cricket is a gentleman game. Enough time I hear Sheldon is on here, but cricket is a gentleman game and we need to play in the spirit of the game. And he's here defending Tariq today. Monroe. And hit away again, he swung from the hip. It feels like comes in, allow it to bounce. Casey Carty. It's 2-13 for 7. But nonetheless, you know, St. Kitts and Nevis Patriots have, what you call it, have done some damage control in that net run rate. And it could be very important at the business end of the tournament. And this would be very interesting. Philip Baines is saying, okay, do me a favor. Please don't include beaches in Guyana when you get there. Why, Philip Baines? Well, why? Drakes hit this one high in the air. Gone again for 6. But that's it. 219 for 7. They lost by 13 runs and it will look good at the end of the day. But TKR was always going to win this one. I'm going to set up I'm working on a call-in. So like a match like this now, when quite relaxed and easy and early in the day. Although I'm a bit tired, but I could still take a few calls. It would be very interesting, you know. So my good friend Sheldon, we mash him up to the bad, don't. He won't come back at me, no worry. We have always come back at each other. Okay, God. Well, why don't you want her to include beaches in Guyana? I am not like shallow, you know. I don't believe in discrimination and insularity. So give me a good reason. To be honest with you, though, while I was in Guyana, no, I'm not going to say that. I can't comment on the beaches because I don't know any. I only know those in Dominica, and they are very beautiful, said Shirley Samuels. Yeah, yes, Shirley, we are going to get around to it. We are going to do the eliminations. Probably what we should do is to do the elimination like for the windwards first, and then do the eliminations for the leewards. And so the winner of each will now join. And so the winner of each will now join and we'll do our elimination for Trinidad and Tobago. And yes, so we'll do our elimination for the windwards, the leewards, Trinidad and Tobago. And then now we'll add those to Barbados, Jamaica, and Guyana. Although persons are saying that we probably should do elimination for Jamaica too, with all the Ks, and you know, because Jamaica is really an archipelago. Although persons, yeah, but we have persons living on the Ks and so on. Yeah, there are Jamaicans living on the Ks. St. Lucia will be double their title. Watch and see. They are not making it out of the first round. Yeah, all the play all format of they're not going to make it out of the first round. Where's Sheldon? I don't see any comment from Sheldon. I really want to see Sheldon, what Sheldon is coming back with, you know. I really want to see. Me, I never defend the man. I say let the umpire do the edge. Okay, all right, Sheldon. Cool. Cool. I was really looking forward to see what he is coming back with, but I thought he would come back harder than that, you know. Yeah, they did well, St. Lucia, for you. They did well. Yeah, they did well. Athena is saying no boat for you. Yeah, yes for real, said Ronaldo Sellers. Yeah. All the best tonight, St. Kitts, yes. The coach and captain see that man bowl in the nets and still play him. Well, the coach draft him. Yeah, true. Yeah. Yeah, I appreciate you. And thank you for being here. Rax and Shirley joined late. I appreciate everyone that was here. Thank you, Larry Prince. Thank you very much. Is you guys make it great, though, you know. Without you guys, it would not be great. So credit to you guys. I appreciate you very much. I always love the banter. I just love it. I'm telling you, I love the banter. I love watch along more than when I'm doing the regular shows. When I come and I discuss something in West Indies cricket, there's a lot to discuss in West Indies cricket, and a lot. But as I say, I won't be here tomorrow because I'm going to do some work. My agent called me earlier this morning and tell me that I have work to do tomorrow, because as you know, tomorrow is nomination day in Jamaica. So I'm going to be doing some production work tomorrow. So I won't be able to do the Monday morning show because I really need to react to that West Indies press conference on the way forward, you know. So, but I'm telling you, no frame, I'm not streaming tonight, and unless there's a sponsor, if a sponsor come along, I'll stream. But thank you all for tuning in. I appreciate you once more. I love your company, and despite the disagreement, that's the nature of it. We are human beings. We are going to disagree with each other. Yes, so take care of yourself. Take care of your loved ones. Have a wonderful day. God bless you. Love.